while. So Beluga is one of the most rational ending defenders I've ever argued against, but he still has never been able to see the light. I see him as an unbiased person because when AOE was a thing, he was willing to hear the other side. And if the other side came up with good arguments, he would say, okay, let me hear you out. Let's see. Maybe you're right. But once the argument was destroyed or it wasn't a good argument, he'd be like, no, that doesn't make sense. So Beluga is very non-biased. Even when it comes to the ending of Attack on Titan, he'll say, "This doesn't really make sense. This thing doesn't, add up." But my thing is, Beluga very much undervalues the amount of things that do not make sense in the ending of Attack on Titan to the point where I believe that he is being biased and he is making a decision to say that just because he believes that the overall message of the ending somehow made some sort of sense. Therefore, it's okay. And today, we're going to prove that this ending is poorly written to Beluga the Jaegers. Now, the first thing I want to ask you, Beluga, what what
All right.
would it make an ending poorly written to you? What has to happen, and hypothetically, to any story in order for the ending to not be good?
That's a great question. I'll bring up a great example of this. The Good Place. So if you guys haven't seen The Good Place, it's basically a story about these people in the afterlife. But long story short, there was a romantic relationship between the two main characters,
Mm-hmm.
and the way they did it was very horrible because they were trying to because they're in the afterlife and they're so it's like eternal, but they created this sort of situation where they could basically commit suicide in heaven. Long story short, that's literally what
Okay.
happened. And so their love story ended with the husband basically killing himself in heaven, basically saying to his wife that he would rather kill himself than spend another minute with her. And they try to dress it up and make it all romantic and like, oh, this is what he needs to do. But it was just stupid. It was dumb. And I thought that was a really, really awful ending that betrayed their relationship and it retconned the characters. So I would say, from just that example alone, I would say having characters be retconned. We already had a whole debate about that. Having characters
Okay.
be retconned and having the themes be retconned and having not or not having the themes land uh, or having them land very poorly, I would say makes the ending bad.
Okay.
I
So,
mean, obviously,
mhm. Go ahead.
the ending has obviously the ending has a few flaws. It was very very rushed. There's some unexplained things in the Battle of Heaven and Earth. I have no idea what's going on in Battle of Heaven and Earth, so don't even ask me about that. But I think overall the message wasn't betrayed and the characters ended very well. So that's why I think it doesn't fall into the
The
category.
message of the story of Attack on Titan was not betrayed, and the characters, each one of them, ended as characters very well. Their arcs ended very well. That's what you're saying.
Yes, I would say yes.
Okay. 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 Let's start with Mikasa then.
All right, yeah, let's go. Let's start with so. One of my favorite endings, character endings.
One of your favorite character endings. How does it make
Yeah.
sense? How does it make sense for Mikasa to be so depressed 3 years after Eren is gone that she doesn't know what to do with herself. She doesn't like she has no motivation to live. She's just like she's basically in a moment where she doesn't want to continue life. Like you could argue that's kind of the way she was feeling and headed towards before the bird came and wrapped the scarf. We agree there?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely. Okay. But why is it that when Aaron died the first time, when she thought he died, way back at the beginning of the story, that she was
You
able
trust
to,
her?
yeah, and trust her, and she was able to come to terms with the fact that he died, go through this arc of being depressed and not wanting to live anymore, and then become a better person for it, vowing to never feel this way again, because dying
Mm-hmm.
would be disrespecting his memory. She came to that conclusion in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. She couldn't come to that conclusion that she already came to before at the end of Attack on Titan. She couldn't make that decision again until 3 years later, until a random bird came and lifted her scarf. So how is that consistent?
That's a great question. So a couple things with that. Number one,
Hmm.
we don't really see how this plays out with in the same way we do in 138. And what I mean by that is he died and came back to life in the same day.
No,
If
no,
you
no,
were to
no,
take
no.
a
That's that.
snapshot of,
But that's irrelevant. She had already totally
I know,
completely
I'm
done that before he came back. So
yeah,
why does that change
oh, no,
anything?
no,
Do you
I agree.
believe? Are you?
I'm getting
Oh,
that.
okay, sorry, but I just got to ask. Do you believe that if the day had changed and Aaron had not come back in the beginning of Trust Arc, she would then have been depressed and just pretended like the whole realization that she had, the whole character arc that she had, and Trust Arc was irrelevant? Is that what you're saying? Would have happened?
I could see, I could see it going both ways. But I have
That's
that's my only
crazy.
point. I have multiple.
Okay.
Listen. I have a couple things to say about
Okay.
this. So number one, we see her in 138 get the she sees that she's very resolute and she's made her peace with him and she goes and kills him and then she supposedly reverses course. It's you could graph it the same way in Trostar where she makes her peace with it and she goes on with her life, but then maybe as I said, could go either way. Maybe she reverts back, maybe she doesn't. But the other thing that's important about this, that's different in Tross arc than with 138 is the fact
How?
that Aaron said I'm explaining it. What's different is that Aaron said for her to forget about him, and that he didn't. And obviously, the conversation in 112.
Right.
That is the point where she didn't make peace because that relationship didn't have proper closure because Aaron told her to forget about her. After the bird comes
The
and wraps a
last
scarf
thing
around
the
her,
last thing Aaron told to her was leave me the hell alone and go to your scout group. Go to your group. That's the last thing he said to her
I'm at
in
138.
trust. I know, I'm talking about in
So,
trust.
so it,
So how is that not how is what you just said not closure, but leave me the hell alone is closure?
what's different is that they had a is that this is one of the things where it's in the spur of the moment, and he just dies, in battle. With 138, it's
Come on,
they he's
Beluga.
having a lot. He's trying to orchestrate a last
Come on,
conversation, and
Beluga.
the is. Well, no, listen. The difference is their interpersonal relationship, saying he
Bro,
doesn't want her to remember him,
I
and that's
understand
what
that.
makes her, and
I
that's why
understand
she
that.
she
I understand that.
back
But
to the
then
way.
she decided. But then she decided not to. She decided to remember him. Do what she had to do, but she's gonna remember him. That's what she decided, just like she did years ago. But the thing about it is, she made that decision to remember him and to move on with her life and not be depressed and want to die and be upset. She made that decision in 3 minutes in Trust Arc. It took her. It was 3 years and she still had not made it until a bird wrapped her goddamn scarf, dude. You cannot tell me that that is not a regression. That is not a repeat of character. She already learned this. The story already showed me that she learned this.
No, it's different because has to do with your interpersonal relationship. The fact that Aaron is expressing does not interested in that love her in that way. That's what makes her
That's
feel
not
that way,
what that's
which is
not what
complete.
Aaron said. He just said forget about me after I die. He didn't say I don't love you. He said forget about me after I die. That's all he said. And she said no, I
Yeah,
won't forget about you after you die. That's the same thing that happened before. She thought that she should not forget about him after he dies. That's the same thing. But she was able to turn it into a positive and grow
it,
as a
it's
person from it before, and now she is not. And then after that happened throughout the entire Trust arc until she saw Aaron again, she didn't say a word about Aaron. She was goal oriented and let's get this shit done. Let's get the gas. Armin, come with me. I'm not leaving you behind. She was on her shit. But now she's fucking sitting here at a
I
tree. She can't even think for herself. She's just laying. She's depressed for 3 goddamn years. She don't even know what to do. She's not trying to take what Aaron did. She knows what Aaron did. She's not trying to take what he did and make his. Why is she not with Armin? Why is she not with the group? Why is she not coming to greet them? Tell them like, hey, I'll make sure nobody touch these
not.
guys because I need these guys to negotiate with us because this is what Aaron would have wanted. Why is she just sitting at a fucking tree, dude?
Well,
Again, she
I'm
has become
I'm telling.
she has become a completely different character. Go ahead.
Well, I'm saying, like, look. Notice what happens. The bird wraps the scarf around her, and that's when she decides to finally
Right.
grow,
She
grow as
needed
a
a
person
fucking
because that
bird to do that. She needed a bird to do that.
yeah
If the bird never came, then what? Mika said in chapter 1 in Tross, she didn't need a bird to do that. She was her own person. She could think for herself. She didn't need a bird.
I'm saying the circumstances are different because
They are
this
not.
has to do with their they are different. They
You
have to do
keep saying it
and
has to
again
do
and
with
again.
interpersonal stuff, but it doesn't matter.
It,
Aaron
it,
said to her, the last thing Aaron said to her was, Mika said, please forget about me. And the last thing he said to her in Charles was, leave me the fuck alone. There you go. They very similar interpersonal relationships right there. There you go.
it's definitely not similar because in cabin he's trying to basically wean her off of him, and that's why he says at the end
Yes,
because this is an orchestrated
he's
conversation.
doing the
He
same
says at the
thing.
end for for her to forget about him, and
Yes.
that's what
And in
leaves this
and
lack
in
of
and in
closure with her.
and in Trostark, he's telling her to stop babying me, leave me alone. I can handle myself.
Yes, I
Yes.
understand that. I understand that, but it is a different context.
It doesn't
And
matter if it's
again,
a different context.
didn't she?
She was able
Wait,
to grow as a person
well, the
in
different context.
3 minutes. In 3 minutes. 3 minutes. It took her
Saint,
three
saint,
years.
saint.
3 years and a bird. She did it
Saint,
alone.
saint, saint. Isn't it true that she in the 3 minutes after he said to her, she took care of business, handled up, and she killed him? It's
That's
basically
fine,
the
but then
same.
after that, I'm talking about after that. I'm talking about when she was in Parody, the tree, all that shit. Completely.
I'm,
That's what I'm talking about. That doesn't make sense for her character to do that.
it only doesn't make sense if you're going to say that after the battle she
Which is
wouldn't have been
clear.
depressed like she
She
was.
wasn't.
I don't think
Well,
what
she
you listen,
wasn't. She wasn't.
say
We
what
have
is
evidence that she was not.
about saying he came back in a day. How would you even know that?
Okay,
You're saying, or are
and
you
that
trying to
day, she was less depressed.
no? Listen, say. I'm trying to say, are you trying to tell me that if Aaron didn't come back, she wouldn't be depressed for 3 years? That's what you're trying to say?
Absolutely,
Because that's the only. Okay,
absolutely,
now I'm trying to
absolutely. That's
ask
what I'm
you
trying to say.
how
There's
how
no
do you,
way. There's no way
how
to
do you
prove that. There's no way to prove that. Correct. But so I won't say that. That's just my opinion. But what I know for a fact is that she got over him in a day. She got over him, internalized that after him being dead, I need to continue my life and live through and remember him. She was able to internalize and do that in 3 minutes. She couldn't do it in 3 years in the ending. She couldn't do it.
no? What I'm saying is,
So you're
wouldn't it
saying she would
if
have
someone if
regressed. She would have regressed as a character regardless, is what you're saying.
I'm saying it's very
Basically you're saying
possible.
that whole arc that we watched was bullshit. She was just full of shit. That's what you're saying. In Trust arc, she was just full of shit. No, that's what you're saying. That's what you're
No,
saying. That is what you're saying, because she would have been
no.
depressed. That's what you're saying.
That is, no, Saint, Saint, listen.
I'm listening.
It's more complex than that.
No, it's not more
In
complex.
wouldn't couldn't one say one listen, if someone didn't read 139, couldn't one say, well, without the trust arc, just forgetting that context, couldn't one say, well, look at that. She killed Aaron, she handled her business, she made peace with it. She's even sort of smiling that she's killing him. She's not even sad, she's not even showing the frown, she's killing him. So doesn't that mean automatically that she's gonna move on and have the rest of her life be
No.
happy and free? And of
No,
course
you
that's
can't say that with 139
exactly
because you have 3 years. You have the 3 year part afterwards.
no,
You
I'm
can't
saying
say that.
I'm saying without that context. I'm saying without that
Without
context,
that context,
couldn't
what do you
one?
mean? We have the context. That's the
Wait.
problem. We have the
If
context. Without
no,
it, you could.
well,
Without it, yes. Without it, yes. Without it, yes. Without it, yes. Absolutely. Without it, yes, because you don't know.
but
But we have it. So therefore,
exactly, exactly. But they would be wrong, right? Because Mika says more complex than that. So the fact that she
she's not more complex than that.
was made peace.
She's not.
Listen. The fact that she was able to do it in that moment does not mean in perpetuity she has her peace. That's how it works. So I think it's very possible for her to quote unquote regress after Tross arc. So the only way that this argument makes any sense is if you were to say, I know.
So literally again, your argument is that the character development that Mikasa had during Trost arc, where she came to conclusion that she had to live for herself and continue to live at that, she was just full of shit. That's what you're saying, because she would have just gone to being depressed eventually at some point. That's what you're saying, bro. At that point, when you have to argue that a character arc was just a lie on the screen, then there you go. You're really not defending the story. You're really not defending your ending at that point. You're literally telling me that what I watched, what I was told, was a lie. That's what you're telling me.
Well, sure. I mean, I don't really necessarily see the problem with that, because if you look at this character arc,
How do you not see a problem with that? How do you not see a problem with that? If that's a lie, then what the hell is the truth? What's the truth?
What do you mean? Listen,
if that's a lie, if a character's internal monologues are lies, then what is the truth?
It's not a lie.
Well, you just said it was
it's not a lie.
Shit.
Just like what happened.
She was full of shit. She would have gone back. It is a lie, because she promised that she wouldn't live that way anymore. She wouldn't want to die. She would promise from now on that she would live for Aaron and his memory. That's what she promised. She promised not to give up on living. That's what she promised. And you're telling me she would have gone back and gave up on living. That's what you're telling me.
No, I never said that. Saint, she's alive in 139, and she's still remembering Aaron 139. She's doing exactly what she promised.
But at the beginning of this debate, we both agreed that she didn't know where to go and she was considering giving up on life. You said yes, 100%. You said yes, 100%.
Whoa.
You said yes, 100%. No, whoa. You said yes, it's recorded. You said yes, 100%. That's what you said.
Okay.
No, you can't take it back now. You can't take it back now. You can't take it back now. You agreed with me. You agreed with me, Beluga.
I did agree. I did agree. I did agree with you, but I did not. I do not remember you saying, quote, giving up on life.
Yes, I said it. I said it. It's recorded.
I doubt this.
It is recorded, but I don't believe it. Yes. You can't go back and change that. No, I said she was considering giving up on life. She didn't know what to do with her life. I said that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that part. I definitely agree with that part. I agree with that part. But Saint. The quote unquote character progression that she gets in Trust arc isn't really character progression, because she's still a slave to Aaron. How? Listen. The entire point of Trust arc, I'm going to explain to you. The entire point of Trust arc is Aaron was dead, so she was basically essentially going to kill herself. And then she said, "Oh, wait a second. Actually, my only purpose in living is that I can remember. Who else is going to remember Aaron?" So
that's not what she said.
Go to the scene.
Sure, that's not what she said. I just read the chapter the other day. That's not what she said.
Are you into it?
I'm going to. My only purpose in life is to serve Aaron. That is not what the fuck she said, bro. Stop it.
She said, listen. She said, "Who else is going to remember Aaron?"
Yeah,
that's saying her purpose in life.
That is what she said.
Carry on.
She didn't say that's my only purpose. That's nonsense. You're just trying to stretch that to say that she's still possessed by this nigga after death to carry on his legacy. That makes no sense. And even if that were the truth, she should be doing the same thing then in 139, but she isn't.
I'm gonna go and get my book.
I'm pulling up the chapter right now.
Okay, pull chapter and see what happens. Her only purpose in living at that point was to carry on Aaron's memory. And that's exactly what she does in 139. She sits by her grave, she's whining, she's complaining, and she's talking about Aaron.
Word for word. She says word for word, "I'm sorry, Aaron. I can't give up. If I die now, I won't even be able to remember you. So no matter what, I'm going to win. Whatever I have to do, I'm going to live." That's what she said. So
exactly.
Where do you see that she's a slave to his memory, and the only thing that she's going to do when she's alive is remember him? Where do you see that?
Right there.
I got a Glock in my Rari. Hey, 17 shots for 38. I got a Glock in my Rari. 17 shots for 38. She's mine. Wonder when she'll be mine. She walked past like praise, rewind and see that as one more time. And I got this soda. Remy boys, they know.
All right, thanks for the sub. So you're telling me that what Mikasa really means here is now I'm going to be a slave to Aaron's memory, and that's all I care about, and the only reason why I'm staying alive is so I can remember Aaron. That's what you're saying,
absolutely.
Bro?
That's what she's saying.
That's what you're saying.
The last part. Yeah. What else is she saying? She's saying she's gonna resign herself to death, and then she says, "Oh wait, I can carry on Aaron's memories. So I'm gonna live for Aaron." That's what she's saying.
Oh wait. It's not. Oh wait.
How
old is she? I'm gonna
She's
remember.
hot as one more time. And I got this soda. But me boys ain't know.
Because what Aaron is telling her to fight, what she remembers is Aaron telling her to fight. That's what Aaron is telling her. He's not telling her, remember me. That's not what he's saying. He's saying fight, as in don't give up. Fight for your life. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't be a quitter. Don't give up. And she says, shit, he's right. If I die right now, I'm not living by what this nigga taught me. I'm being a bitch. That's what she's thinking, nigga. She's like, I'm sorry, Aaron. That should have never never crossed my mind. It's not about remembering him. That's not the reason. Are you seriously not able to go deeper into context than this, Beluga? Are you serious? That's the whole point of the knife.
No, I agree. But Saint, what is she living and fighting for? Is it for anything to do with herself? Is it for anything else?
It's for what?
It's
okay. It's for, but it doesn't matter. She's continuing to live based on what he taught her. That's fine.
No, but
that's fine.
I agree with that.
People do that all the time. That's fine. And she's going to continue to live. And then you go read the chapters, and she's perfectly okay. She's like, all right, Armin, let's get this shit done. All right, Armin, where you at? I won't leave you behind. This Titan, we should probably follow this Titan. This Titan might know a weak spot. I'm sorry for what I did in the past. I didn't care about y'all lives, but I won't let that happen again. Armin, I'm not going to let you die here. We're going to get into the, we're going to do this plan. Oh, Armin, your plan's not working. Okay, well, have some confidence. You can do it. I believe in you. Like, fuck out of here, bro. She was a completely different person. Like, even that scene right there. When Armin was fucking depressed, she stood him up and amped him up and was like, bro, believe in yourself. And then in post time skip, Armin tells her, I should be the one that's dead. I should be dead. And she said, where's my scarf?
Armin, no. Saint, I understand that. But look. Listen, she says, so no matter what, I'm going to win. So what is motivating her to win? We can see right above that. I won't be able to remember you. So no matter what, I'm going to win. So her purpose for living is solely to remember a dead man, which is exactly what she does in 139.
No, she doesn't. Because she wanted to, hold on.
Yeah,
she didn't even do that.
She's on her ass.
Even if this is the cope you want to go through, the pathetic cope you want to go through, Beluga, which is clear.
I've always interpreted.
Nobody in the world. Nobody in the universe.
It's her living on account of a dead man and only for a dead man.
That is not
that's
only
what
why
it is.
she's
That's
living.
exactly what she does in 139.
If that's only why she's living, then why does she bring Armin? Why does she save Armin then? Why does she tell Armin have confidence in yourself then? What does that have to do with remembering Aaron?
Oh?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, he's muted.
I'm not muted.
Oh.
Hello?
Okay. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I'm not muted.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay.
So
what I asked was, why did she help Armin? Why did she tell Armin, have confidence in yourself? Your plan will work. If her only goal was to remember Aaron, how does that add up? What is her telling Armin that have to do with remembering Aaron? Can you explain that to me?
Because it keeps her alive, and thus she can remember.
She doesn't
Aaron.
need
She's trying to live now.
But she doesn't need to tell Armin your plan is good. Have confidence in it. That's irrelevant to keeping Aaron the memory of her, keeping herself alive. I'm referring to the when they were getting in the gas.
The warehouse.
Yeah.
So without the gas, she would be killed.
Without the gas, she would have been killed.
So
I'm not saying that though. Listen, bro, I'm not talking about the plan itself. I'm not talking about the plan itself. The plan was already set. They already agreed they're going to do the plan. Mikasa went out of her way to tell Armin, have confidence in yourself. Your plans are good. You just need confidence. The plan was already in motion, but she said she went out of her way to say that. Why? That has nothing to do with remembering Aaron at all. Nothing. So why'd she say it?
Okay. Saint, when I say that her purpose is to
No. You said everything she wants to do for the rest of her life is to remember Aaron. That's what you said. And I just gave you an example of her not doing that. She did something else. Nigga. So therefore, everything is not to remember Aaron. Therefore, you are wrong.
You think I meant that
you
literally?
You took the quote literally, nigga, so I'm taking your words literally. You took the quote literally. Let's go literally.
Her purpose in life is chiefly to remember Aaron.
Okay.
Obviously, in 139,
And
she does other stuff.
no, she doesn't. What else does she do?
She obviously eats and sleeps. I mean, you think she just sat at the grave
Eats
for
and
3 years?
sleeps.
You think she
Okay.
literally
What does she
sat
do
at the
that's not a
grave for
necessity
years?
for human life? What does she do?
What? How would I possibly?
She doesn't do anything.
You think? Okay, you think? Wait, Saint. Are you trying to say that she just ate and slept and then she just sat by his grave for the entire
Probably.
day?
Yes.
And did nothing.
Probably. Probably
is-
so.
That's a very, very strange interpretation. I never heard an interpretation before. I don't agree with that.
Then what was she
Obviously, she
doing?
spent too much time.
Then what was she doing?
I'm assuming that she was engaged in leave.
You have no idea because you weren't doing shit.
We had no
That's
idea.
why.
Yeah, because it's not shown. But do you think she actually just spent her entire day just wallowing by the grave, like literally the entire? That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous
Obviously,
for
she
you
did
to think
other
that
stuff, but
you were ridiculous for you to think that she would regress as a character to this degree.
Chiefly, we regress. I'm telling you, in Trostark, her purpose in life was to chiefly remember Aaron, and that's out of her own words. That's out of her own words. She
Okay,
says,
but
"I'm
you
going to
said,
fight
but
so that
you
I can
said
remember."
she's living. You said she's living only for this man. Only.
I'm
That's what you
sorry,
said. Your words were only, and now I've proven that those words only were wrong. Yes, those were wrong. You were wrong.
sorry.
Correct. All right. So only was an over dramatic. No. You said only, and I said no. She wants other things, and then you said only. You very much verified that it was only, not me misinterpreting your words.
Oh, I know. I'm saying. I didn't mean to say it that way.
Okay.
I was saying chiefly.
Okay, chiefly.
Chiefly.
Okay, and chiefly, you may even be right. Chiefly, you may even be right, but not only though. And Mikasa should not only be sitting at a goddamn tree. Mikasa should be welcoming her friends that she's known that will be that to remember Aaron and what he wanted. She should be meeting them and making sure that they don't get their ass blown the fuck up because she knows what's going on the island, right? She lived there for 3 years, so she know these niggas ain't fucking with them. So maybe she should make sure they get here safely or something like that. Instead of sitting at a fucking tree crying and sitting and bitching. That's what she should do. To ensure that she remembers Aaron. Right? Why she not doing that, nigga? What?
Why is she not
ensuring that the alliance that is arriving on Parody is arriving safely? Why is she not there to ensure that? Well, instead of sitting at a goddamn tree, why is she not doing that?
How do you know she doesn't? What do you mean? She says
they're
coming.
They're coming. They're about to be there. She says that she's aware they're coming. They're going to be here. It's the day they're arriving. What?
Yes.
What? Oh no! Wait, what? No, that can't be right. That can't be right. Yo, shut up. That can't be right. Hold on. Wait, my bad, bro. Hold on. Wait, no, that can't be right. Hold on. No, you trolling me, bro. Stop trolling, bro. No, it's like 1,000 rupees or some shit, bro. I'm getting hyped for nothing. Hold on. Let me log on to PayPal real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, bro. What?
Did someone donate to you or something?
Yo, who is that? Yo, who did that? Yo, what are you doing, bro? Yo, what? Yo, what? Oh my god, I'm fucking sweating right now, bro. Whoa, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
You all right?
We're in the middle of a debate and someone drops 1,000. What the fuck? What did he even say? I didn't even get to read it. I saw 1,000. Bro, what do you do? Yo, man.
Well, good for you.
Oh my god. Yo, thank you, man. I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. What are you doing? Be fucking for me. Don't, bruh. Sorry, Beluga. Sorry, Beluga.
Someone gave you $1,000.
Apparently so. I don't know, man.
That's pretty cool. So,
yeah, I don't know. Wow. It took me out of everything I was saying. Jesus, what the fuck?
Like,
What's up, Scylla?
is that one parking space in Chicago?
Yeah, one or two, maybe one overnight.
Wow, good for you. Good for you.
Okay, nah, he's trolling. He's trolling. He's trolling. I don't even believe this now. He's trolling. He's trolling, bro. No fucking way. He's trolling, bro. No fucking way. Nah, he's trolling. No, he's trolling. He's gonna charge this back. Nah. He's charging it back. He's charging it back. I don't believe you, Mozzie. Now I don't believe you. The first one I was like skeptical, but now it's clear you're charging this back immediately, bro. But God, that chargeback game gonna go crazy, bro. He about to call up the bank like, I seem to have made an error. Bro. He sent 2,000. What are you doing? Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast is imagine if Mr. Beast is an Attack on Titan. He's like, yeah, he's right. This ending is pretty bad. What did you do? Your bro won a bet, bro. Who played today? Who did he? Oh, he must have won. He must have bet on KSI, bro. He must have bet on KSI on God. He bet like 100,000 on KSI. He like, fuck it. It's gonna fun to do the running anime. Oh, he bet on Logan. Oh, KSI lost? Oh shit. Well, he bet on Logan then. Oh, fuck. Is this the debate with? Well, it was a debate with Beluga. I'm sorry, Beluga. Jesus, man, this is crazy. Whew.
That's wild.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in denial for a while unless it stays there for 7 days. I'm just gonna assume it's not there. that's just better. Life's just better that way. All right. Sorry, man. Whew. Mozzie's on Discord. Mod him. Oh, immediately. Immediately. Where is he? That nigga is a mod. That nigga is the modest of all mods. What are you talking about? All right. Where were we, Beluga? I'm sorry, man. Where were we? I don't even fucking know.
We were talking. Oh yeah, you were saying that why isn't she coming to greet the Alliance or protect them or give them safe passage?
Right. Why isn't she not doing that
Something
instead
like
of sitting on her tree? Why is she doing that? Why is she not doing that?
I don't know what you want. You want to like go up to the port with thunder spears or something? I don't really understand.
I didn't say that, but just try to help ensure that her friends arrive safely. Wouldn't that be what Aaron wanted?
Didn't Queen Historia already grant them safe passage?
But
well,
they also stated that there's a possibility they might blow up the boat. So if Mika
and then Connie said,
if Mika has an IQ above 4,
well,
debatable. Okay, well, at least you admit the bitch is stupid. I
was joking. No, I was joking. No, but they did bring that up, and then right after Connie said that the Queen will defend her, and Aaron knows that Queen Historia is partial to the 104th, and so obviously their arrival is going to be just fine. And plus, she says they're coming soon. What does soon mean? Does soon mean in an hour, in a day, 12 hours? I mean, the language is very ambiguous. I don't really know what you were expecting her to do.
Well, Peak knew about the Historia too. She still said that it was a possibility. But even still, Mikasa should be there trying to help negotiate. Trying to help negotiate peace. Because that's what Aaron wanted.
No, wasn't that Armin's job? No, Aaron wanted Armin to do that.
He didn't want Armin specifically to do it alone with no help. Because they're helping. So why can't Mikasa? He didn't say, Mikasa, I want you to not help them. I want only Peak to help, but not you. He didn't say that. So why is she not helping?
Again, the story granted them safe passage.
Okay, why is Mikasa
Number
not
one.
helping them negotiate
Two.
with Parody for peace? Why is she not there and ready to help
simple.
them?
Very, very simple. She's not a diplomat, and
She doesn't have to be
Aaron
a diplomat. Neither is
Annie.
Neither is Annie. Neither is Peak.
Oh.
Neither is. But
What
they're
the
there.
hell are you doing? And you're all pessimistic. Listen,
But
this is
she's
Armin's
there. She
duty. Armin's
came.
going to
But she came.
Yeah, she came, but so she can live on the island. I mean, yeah,
Huh?
here's what she. No, listen. Peak was coming. You know why Peak was coming? Peak
Why?
was coming because they were enemies. Listen, if you look, I only have one thing up there. Scroll up to the boat scene. It's
I'm
because
there.
there were enemies who came. So
There's
that's
enemies
why
where?
the
They were
warriors.
enemies before. So that's why she came. She didn't have to come though, nigga. Who cares if she was enemies before? She could say, "I don't give a fuck. I don't want her to broker peace with these niggas."
I don't know what you want. My thing is, I don't know what you want Mikasa to do, and I don't know why.
I just told you what I want her to do. Be there.
She was there.
She wasn't.
What do you mean be there?
She was at the tree.
How do you know she wasn't? Were you there when the boat docked? Yeah. How long? Okay, here. Say. When Mikasa was talking to Aaron about them coming soon, how long was the boat going to dock?
They were within danger from from being synced.
Yeah. Do you know what the what's it called? The EZ is for
Paradise Island isn't within sight now. Paradise Island is within sight now. They could see it from there. So they were a few minutes away.
Yes, they're within.
They were a
few minutes away. Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick.
A few minutes. Maybe like an hour.
They're not
Maybe like an hour. How long do it take to get to an island you can see, nigga, and on a boat?
Probably like 6 hours.
6 hours? What the fuck? What kind of boat are they on? Where the fuck you get 6 hours from? Nigga, what?
If you were standing on a boat and you were to see an island, how fast is the boat going? How many miles is it away? I mean, just
6 hours.
It could be. I don't use boats.
You're being delusional. You're being delusional, brother. It's not that long.
Being delusional.
No, I'm not. The point in this scene is to say that they are arriving at Parody. Paradise is within sight now. They are close, nigga.
Yes.
They are coming today.
Yeah,
Why is Mikasa at a tree when they're coming today? Why is Mikasa at a tree crying and taking a nap when they're coming today? Why?
Saint. She stands up from the tree. The boat
later after the bird. I'm talking about before that. I'm talking about before the bird. Why is she sleeping and taking a nap and shit and crying? Why is she not going over there to ensure or to help negotiate peace, which is what Aaron would have wanted?
No. Aaron wanted Armin to do that, and Armin took responsibility for killing.
Aaron wanted peace to happen. He didn't want it to just be Armin that does it. Because if he did, then she should be pissed that he's getting help. That makes no sense, brother. You are coping. You're coping. This bitch shouldn't be sitting at the tree.
I am not coping.
You are.
Armin didn't say the world will be saved by Mikasa, the world will be saved by Peak, the world will be saved by you, Armin. And then directly after that, Armin takes responsibility for
and then Armin
Aaron.
Gets help from everyone. Help. These are helping. They're helping him. So why isn't Mikasa trying to help him? Why can Annie help him? Why can Peak help him? But Mikasa cannot.
She's not a diplomat. She's not going to go in there and negotiate peace. I don't know how many times you want me to explain this to you.
I didn't say she had to do that. Annie is not a diplomat, and Peak is not a diplomat, but they're there. Just be there, bitch. Be there.
Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so be there. How do you know she wasn't there?
She wasn't. She's sitting at a tree crying. She took a nap. She took a nap, nigga.
Sing. How do you? She's taking a nap? Now we're just making stuff up, huh? Where is she taking a nap?
She literally took a nap. She literally took a nap.
Where? Show me.
All right, well, maybe she didn't take a nap.
I'm gonna hop on Twitch.
Maybe she didn't take a nap, but she's still sitting there at the tree, and she's not, and she's literally not there to help them. She's sitting here talking to the damn tree.
What was she supposed to do?
I just told you.
Get a launch chair.
I said be there. Be there. Be there. Be there. Be there. She wasn't. She wasn't. She wasn't. She was sitting at the tree and crying.
How do you know that?
She was sitting at the tree and crying. She was not there.
How do you know she wasn't there? Was she supposed to post up with the 6-pack in a lawn chair and just sit at the dock and just wait for them?
Yes.
I disagree. I disagree.
Okay, whatever. I don't know how you could disagree with that, but whatever. There's plenty more to go. So why
Let's
did Mikasa? So why did Mikasa not support Armin in the way she did in the beginning of the story when I just mentioned in Trost, when she told him to have confidence in himself and that she wouldn't leave him behind when he was at his downest and most self-hatred of all time, and she was able to support him then, sometimes without him even saying anything. She was able to support him. But here in post time skip, when Armin says he would be happy with dying, he wishes he was the one that was not chosen, and it would have been better off if he was not even here anymore. Mikasa says, "Where's my scarf?"
I mean,
Why? What happened to her?
Obviously, 112 happened to her. 112 happened to her.
Excuse me?
I just said 112 happened to her.
What does 112
I
have
said
to do?
112.
What does 112 have to do with anything?
Aaron saying that he hated her. She's obviously very depressed and upset about that.
So
Aaron.
Let me get this right, my boy. So you're telling me she's more depressed at Aaron saying he hated her than she was at that nigga dying. That's what you're telling me? That's what you're telling me?
I can definitely see that's more depressing. I can absolutely see that's more depressing. 100%. Yes.
So Aaron saying he hated her is more depressing than him dying.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Why is it hard to believe? Mikasa's entire, basically 80% of her character in her life was about loving Aaron and being loved by Aaron. To have Aaron say that he hated her, I can definitely imagine how it's more painful than him dying. 100%. I can definitely imagine saying that. That'd be more painful. I mean, think about it. Think about people. Think about people who are close to you.
So it's so much more so painful them saying they hate you when you didn't even really believe it. But it's so much more painful them saying that one time than them dying. It's so much more painful that you're unable to say a word to your friend who just told you that they wishes that they were not alive. That's what you're telling me.
I can definitely imagine that was more painful, yes.
I said it's so much more painful to the point where you could understand why she would not be able to say a word to her friend who just told her that he wished that he were not alive. She couldn't say a word to him. That's crazy, dude. That's actually insane.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess you could say, I don't think it's a problem with the story. I mean, that's very in line for Mikasa's character.
That's not in line for
He's
her
always
character.
been a very
That's my point. It's not in line for her character. I just gave you an example of this bitch getting over depression in 3 hours. I just gave you an example of this bitch getting over depression in 3 hours of Aaron dying and being able to be nice to Armin, who didn't even ask her to be nice to him, who didn't even say anything too crazy like this. And she was able to pick up on it and give this nigga confidence. She told this nigga, Armin, I will not leave you behind. I will not leave you. And here she said nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, I agree, but the circumstances are completely different. I don't understand why.
The circumstances are not completely different. They're very similar. They're very similar, actually. They're very fucking similar.
They're very. Listen. If you are Mikasa, these situations are very, very different because remember, Mikasa wants to be loved by Eren, and she wants to love Eren. The fact that him dying, she can make his peace with that because if they
Eren
both love each other and he died,
Eren had told her to get the fuck away from her and called her a bitch. I understand, but Eren had told her to get the fuck away from her and called her a bitch right before he died.
I understand that. This is why I let people finish talking because I was making a point. So this isn't the havoc of war. So obviously she's not going to expect a nice sweet conversation. Obviously she can live with that if they both love each other and he dies in the war. Okay, it's sad. She can make her peace with that. She cannot make her peace with the fact that he always hated her, and that was her since she was 9 years old. Her entire life's purpose was to love Eren and be loved by Eren. If he hates, not just doesn't want to be with her, but hates her and always hated her.
Her entire life purpose was not to be loved by Eren. No, it wasn't.
Her chief.
It was to protect him, not be loved. It was to protect him. Protecting him was more important.
Yeah. More important? Why?
Because
why was it more important? Because she loved him.
Sorry, hold on. my Discord? Someone send the Discord to Amazi. My fault, bro. My fault. So what I was saying was, in chapter 1, she cared more about about protecting Aaron than gaining his favor in chapter 1.
Yes, so, but why?
What?
Why did she want to protect him?
Because she didn't want him to get hurt.
Because she loved. Yeah, but why?
She didn't want him to get hurt because she cares about him. And I'm not saying she doesn't love him, but what I am saying is she will put protecting him over gaining his favor. She knew he'd be pissed at her and be upset at her for telling about, but she didn't care. If she wanted to, if her primary if her primary motivations were his love, she would do what would make him more so come into her. Like, okay, Aaron, I got you. Aaron, we not telling these niggas. I got your back. Let's join the scouts, nigga. She would be the woman that he would want from her, but she didn't do that because she knows to her it's more important to keep him safe than for her to be in love with him. For him to be in love with her, I should say. So no, her whole life's mission was not to be in love with Aaron or to Aaron to love her. It was to protect Aaron, which means that if Aaron dying, she failed to protect him, which should be way more depressing. Again, proving you wrong again.
I would be wrong for using that paradigm, but she obviously wants to protect him so that she could love him. It wasn't.
That's it. That's it. She doesn't want to protect him because she just doesn't want the nigga to be dead.
No, she loves him. That's why. Are we trying to? Are we now going to say that she doesn't?
I never said that. But what I'm saying is you're saying she's incapable of wanting to protect Aaron. So why does she want to protect Armin then?
Because she loves Armin as well, but she obviously loves Aaron more. I mean,
okay, fine, but she's able to differentiate that protecting Armin and protecting Jean and protecting those random people that she didn't know who were trying to exit Trost. Protecting those people, she's capable of doing that. Why is she not capable of protecting of a goal being protecting Aaron? Her whole life's goal was not Aaron at the beginning. It wasn't.
Yes.
No, it was not. She proved that after he died. She proved it.
Yeah, she proved it by saying that she was going to fight so that she can remember Aaron. She didn't say anything else.
And then she proved it by also doing things that had nothing to do with remembering him. Nothing.
But that only came about because she wants to remember Aaron. Her chief purpose was to remember Aaron. If we switch to syntax, she says, "I'm going to fight so that I can remember Aaron."
I said chief is fine, but that's not her only, and it never will be.
Okay,
it never will be. She had a lot of other. She had other motivations. So stop minimalizing her character.
I'm not minimizing her character. I'm saying her chief motivation in life was to love Aaron and be loved by Aaron. That was obviously her modus operandi. Obviously, it's plain state to everyone.
I don't know. I disagree. Again, I think it was to protect him. I think it was to protect him. Protecting him was more important. Again, protecting him was more important. She didn't want him to.
Yeah, she's not protecting him for.
She wanted to bait. She wanted to make sure he stayed around. He told her to leave me the fuck alone. She said, "I don't care. I'm going to be around you." She slammed him against the wall. She stuffed food down his throat. She told him to shut up. She punched him in his face. She punched him in his face.
Yes.
Not about that. Again, her chief goal is not to be loved by that nigga. It is to protect him. That's her chief goal.
I said her chief goal is to love him. Listen, listen. It's
to protect him. 100%.
She's not protecting him. She's not protecting him for the sake of protecting him, is she? She's protecting him because she loves
the same reason she protects anyone else. But it's a little bit more advanced for him because she's known him her whole life. But and that's her.
So she loves Aaron
left.
more.
That's her only family left. But she still wants to protect him.
Yep, I agree.
That's her chief goal,
and so
protect him. Not because she wants him to love. Not because she wants him to love her in return. Because she wants to protect him.
Saying, why is she protecting him?
Because she wants to protect him. And because she loves him, but not because she wants him to love her in return. Not because she wants her to love her in return. No, it's because she wants to protect him. Because she loves him. It's not if he loves her in return. That's not why she's protecting him.
Okay, fine. But her chief purpose is to protect him so she can love him.
Okay. No, it's not
so her chief purpose in life.
So she can love him, dude. It's not so she can love him. That's such a silly thing to say. That's like saying
It's not the thing, it's just-
that's like saying you're protecting your friends so you can love them. No, you just don't want them to be hurt, bro. You don't want to see them die. You don't want to see them
Yeah,
in a
I-
bad situation. What? If you
Yeah,
can't love
yeah,
them, you
yeah.
still would prefer that they be safe. Even if you can't love them, you still prefer that they be safe. And the same thing goes for Mikasa. And your argument is still shoddy because even after he said that about her, that he hates her, she still wanted to protect him. Still. So what are you talking about?
Because she loves him.
Right.
Why else?
Right.
Yes, she did.
So if she's capable of still being able to protect him, even after he said that, then why is she not capable of telling her friend Armin that he, why is she not capable of consoling him when she was capable of doing that before?
Oh, because very, very simple. Because she doesn't have the emotional fortitude to. Because Aaron said that to her. See,
She consoled Annie. She consoled Annie. So she does.
That was much later.
It does.
What? Yeah. I mean, what? You think of Armin? You think of Armin needing consoling in 133? She wouldn't console in 133. I mean, it's not like she just woke. It's not like she was the same person that did that, and then the very same person killed him in 138. Obviously, she went on a journey. She went like an emotional journey, whatever the fuck.
What changed?
And then
What changed from Mikasa from the moment she just decided not to console Armin to the moment where she consoled Annie? What changed?
Yeah, what changed? Great. Her acceptance changed of who Aaron was.
So she's able to console the person who tried to kill Aaron, and the person who tried to kill her entire nation multiple times. But she's not able to console her best friend that's alive, other than Aaron, of 10 years. That's what you're telling me?
I'm saying, obviously, if you look at Mikasa throughout the Rumbling arc, she obviously is going on a personal, emotional journey, whatever you want to say. And if Armin needed consoling in 133,
Why couldn't she remember what Armin said and say, Armin, I'm sorry, I was going through some things back then, but I believe in you. I know we can do this. Why didn't she do that?
Right, because we're trying to stop global genocide. That's why.
So they talked about a lot of things. She could have done it in the woods. Overnight, they were talking all night.
What? They're talking. I remember her lying in her bed alone. That's what I remember. And secondly, around that time, didn't she draw her blades on Annie? So obviously she developed her character because she went from drawing her blades to consoling her.
Thanks, Mozzie. Yeah, I saw you joining my Discord. I made you a mod. Let me see. You said you sent me a PM. All right, hold on, below me 1 second. Damn, dude, this is crazy. Thanks for the donations, man. Really appreciate it. If you're not gonna charge back, throw me in. I want to troll a bit, and then I got some arguments I ain't heard. All right, give me 1 second, and I'll debate with you. Let me finish up with Beluga. Okay, go ahead, Beluga. What were you saying? Sorry, bro.
Oh, what was I saying? That's a good question. Oh yes, yes.
You were making excuses
Mikasa
for why it's okay for Mikasa to not have brought up.
Yeah.
Why did she not bring up what Armin said again the next time she saw him? Then, so she had went through that journey.
Because she's dealing with other things. Maybe she apologized later.
She didn't. She
Very
she hasn't seen Armin for 3 years. It's not a very
why did
big.
she remember when she hurt?
I'm asking you, if she's gone through this journey, why would she not go? But that's a big thing. Her friend said he wanted to die. And
her friend said
he wanted to die.
To them stopping the rumbling and all the other complications that are going along with that.
But she had time to console Annie. Annie.
Yes. But I'm saying,
if you're sitting here telling me right now with a straight face that it makes sense for her to console Annie, but she doesn't have time to console Armin, I genuinely cannot believe how you can say that as a rational, logical person.
That is not what I'm saying.
I hope not.
Because look at the timeline. Because beforehand, she drew her blades on Annie, correct? and then she goes to comforting her. So if Armin were to say that in that specific chapter, it
But
would
what
be
I'm
different.
saying is, why does she not recall that she just saw her friend say he wished he was dead? And why does she not give him the confidence that he needs in order to stop Eren? Why was she able to give him confidence that he needed to stop some damn random fucking Titans? But she's not able to do it when this nigga says he wants to die or he wish he was not alive. Why is she unable to do that for him, but she's able to do it for Annie, who literally tried to kill her, everyone she ever knew, and Eren? Why is she able to do that?
I'm telling you, Saint. I'm telling you, if Armin would have said that in 132, it would have been different. But he did not say it in 132.
How do you know that? How do you know that? You don't know that, do you?
I know that.
You don't know that.
That's why I know that.
This head candy. You have no proof of that. She probably. It depends if her scarf is around her fucking neck or not. Where's the scarf?
Here's why I know that. Saint. Listen, Saint.
You're making excuses. Because you're making excuses for her, Blue. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. She should have been able to console Armin in that situation. It doesn't make sense. She should have been able to do it. And she should have been able to do it. She was able to do it before. She should be able to do it again. Her character was retconned to be a damsel in distress. Her character was retconned to be a damsel in distress. That's what her character was retconned to be. Damsel.
It was never a damsel.
She exactly. She became one. She became one. She became one. She became one.
Show me.
When Eren said, "I hate you," damsel in distress.
How is she damsel in distress?
She's literally in distress, unable to move, unable to say anything, and crying. Damsel in distress. That's a damsel in distress.
A damsel in distress archetype is a woman who is trapped or in trouble, and then the man comes in.
And the man to come to save her. Damsel in distress.
That is not what happened.
That is what happened. That she became a damsel in distress. That's what happened.
That's not what happened.
She wasn't entirely one, obviously, because she was still a fucking killing Jaegerists and shit. But at her core, when it came to Eren, she became a damsel in distress. Yes, she did. But regardless of that, we're gonna go around in circles all day. I'll just let the audience decide on that one. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that one, but I'll just let the audience decide on that one. All right, let me go to the next point then. So let me think. Right. I don't have anything else I want to say about Mikasa. Oh yeah, what she did to Luis. Want to talk about that?
What about it? She's always been an unempathetic, selfish monster.
No, she hasn't.
She's always been
she has not been that. She has not. No, she hasn't. I just gave you examples of her not being that. She's not that. No, she has not always been that.
Yeah, she has.
No, she hasn't.
I don't know. Especially after 112. I mean, I don't really know.
Before that, she wasn't, and after that, she wasn't again with Andy. So no, she wasn't.
She was. What do you mean? I mean, look at the situation with in 126
with Gabby with Gabby. Look at the situation with Gabby.
But that's an
unempathetic monster. What she did to Gabby?
What she did with that was sweet and nice, but obviously what she did in 126 was worse.
Obviously, it was worse, which is my point. Why did she do that? Why did she treat Luis?
Not Luis.
Well, what's 126?
I'm telling you, she's not. 126,
right? Yeah.
What? No, that's with Annie. Look what happened with when Reiner and Berethel got betrayed. She wasn't very empathetic there. Look how she treats Reiner. And
they were evil. They tried to kill them. What the fuck are you talking about? Of course, she shouldn't be empathetic towards them. They're trying to kill her. They were trying to kill her. Everything. It makes sense for her not to be empathetic towards enemies, but friends. I'm talking about friends, allies.
How was Luis?
Okay. Elise is not her ally. Elise is not her friend or her ally. That's correct. But she's not trying to kill her or harm Eren.
The Jaegers were fighting the Alliance, so they were definitely trying to kill them.
Not at that point.
I mean, not at that point.
Not at that point. They were not fighting the Alliance at that point. The Jaegerists and the Alliance were still. What? The Jaegerists and the Alliance were still on the same side. At least the Jaegerists thought that they were on their side. When with the scene with what the fuck is her name? I can't. With the scarf.
Didn't
when she took the scarf from Luis? They were on the same side. Yes, they thought they were on the same side. They literally
asked she wants to join the Jaegers.
I know, but they literally had just got done fighting. They literally had just got done fighting together, the Titans, together. They were not enemies yet.
I know the Jaeger.
Yeah.
I know the Jaeger stuff.
Yeah, that's what I said. I understand Mikasa did not, but I understand Mikasa did not. I totally understand that Mikasa did not see her as an ally at that time. I understand that, but Mikasa did know that she didn't see her as an enemy. So therefore, that excuse to treat her that way is eradicated. What's the next excuse?
What excuse? Well, no, I'm not saying she was right to treat her that way.
I know you didn't. I'm asking you why. When did Mikasa become this cold, disgusting monster that would snatch her scarf away from a dying woman and say nothing to her? A dying woman who believed in her and devoted her life trying to be like her. When did she become this person?
I would kindly like to bring you to season 2 where Mikasa said verbatim, "You're mistaken to see compassion for me." She's always been like this. Go back to season 2. Go to Return to Shiganshia. Go to 126.
Who was she saying to when she said that? Who was she saying it to?
She was saying it to Krista.
Yeah, and why was she saying that to Krista?
Because Mikasa, as she said, has a small amount.
No, that's not why. That's not.
That is why. She said only has so much.
She was saying it. She was saying it. I'm gonna tell you. No, you're not. She was saying it. She was saying it to Historia, because Historia was basically asking Mikasa to not fight Ymir, who was getting in the way of saving Eren. That's why.
Yep. Well, what did Mikasa say? I only have so much room in my heart to care. Mistaken to see compassion for me.
Yes, mistaken.
Okay.
In this context, in this situation, you are, and she's completely right in that regard. Of course, she's going to choose Eren over fucking Ymir. Of course, and Krista too, if she get in the way, bitch. I'm all the way behind her for that. That's nothing wrong with that.
Saint. I understand there's something wrong with that. Saint. There's a difference between choosing Eren over Ymir and choosing Eren over Ymir without compassion. Those are two different things.
She has no choice but to be. She has no choice but to not have compassion at this time. They are literally about to escape with him. They are literally about to escape. No. And she did have compassion. If she had absolutely no compassion, she wouldn't have said shit. That's no compassion. She gave the bitch a warning. She could have just started slashing. What are you talking about? She gave her a warning like, bitch, try me. No. That's compassion. She gave her a chance.
It's her giving her a chance.
Yeah, that's compassion. Yes, it is. Compassion is given a chance. If she had zero compassion, she would have literally slit her fucking throat and continued on. What do you mean?
I didn't say she had compassion.
Yes, you did. You said she has no compassion. She's a compassionless monster. She doesn't care about anyone. That's what you said.
I said she was unempathetic. I said she was unempathetic.
And she showed empathy by giving her a chance to leave her the fuck alone. That's empathy. She didn't have to do that.
Oh my. A smidge, but she did.
A smidge, but she did. How much did she give Luis? Zero.
Saint. She said, "You're mistaken to see compassion for me."
Yes.
In that scene, everyone else was empathetic towards Berthold, empathetic towards Reiner.
No, they weren't.
The only person. Yeah, go look at the scene. Pull up the scene.
They were just asking, why would you do that?
Well, listen.
And Eren wasn't for sure.
Eren wasn't
for sure.
If you watch, Eren was the when Annie transformed, Eren was trying to make all these excuses for Annie. Mikasa was having none of it. Mikasa had almost no empathy.
Because they are Eren was because they are the enemy.
Yep. So, stop. We're getting distracted here. You said Eren was just as empathetic as Mikasa. That's untrue. When Annie betrayed him, he was trying to make excuses for her and he was trying to hear her out. And
I was talking about in that scene. You're going to a different scene now. I was talking about in that scene.
Sure. I mean, he was gagged, so I don't really know how you can make that distinction.
But you could see that you could see how he felt. he was trying to fight them.
So you have your browser. Pull up the scene. See what happens. Scene? Everyone else is showing compassion.
I know the scene in the back of my head. I've watched it 1,000 times. What from the scene do you want me to watch, bro?
Well, I mean, you're trying to say I'm telling you, everyone else there was trying to be understanding, trying to see what's going on.
Not really. They were just asking, why the fuck did y'all do this? Like, how could what we thought y'all cared about us? We thought we were friends. Y'all betrayed us this whole time. How could y'all do this to us? That's what they were saying. It wasn't really all that. It wasn't really all that. They just wanted to know, like, how could y'all do this? Like, we thought we was homies. But Mikasa showed compassion too. Mikasa showed compassion too. I just showed it to you. Mikasa she showed the least. Fine. She showed the least, but she showed some. She showed zero to Luis. Zero, not a tiny. Zero to Luis. Zero.
So what? So wait, hold on. Is the retcon? She was a tiny bit compassionate, very unempathetic, but a tiny bit compassionate. But then she went to be a tiny.
I'm not even saying it's a retcon. I'm saying this is I'm just saying it's a disgusting and poorly written scene that should not have been ever included in a story where Mikasa is supposed to be destroying the entire world for Eren. I mean, yeah, destroying Eren for the entire world. If she can't put Luis, if she can't put her pride aside and give Luis a say like rest in peace, Luis.
I see now what the problem. I think the problem is because the entire Rumbling arc was Mikasa putting Eren over the world up until 138. That's what's happened in the Rumbling arc. She puts Eren over the world. She's not destroying Eren for the world, but she only does that in 138.
Right.
She's absolutely being
right. And then at 138, she does put the world over Eren. So she said that she was going to do it. She said she was going to stop him. So
I'm trying to speak. Listen. In the Rumbling arc, her entire journey is she's been extremely selfish. She's the most selfish member of the Alliance up until 138, and it's about her putting Eren over the world. And so, if she's putting Eren over the world and she's selfish, and as we said, are out of her own fucking mouth, you're mistaken to see compassion for me. That is perfectly in line with her character. The whole point of that scene is to show people how unempathetic and how cold she is, because people, they didn't understand until that scene came up.
Okay, so you're saying that scene is well written because Mikasa treated someone who did absolutely nothing to her like shit, and then shortly later treated someone who did something to her like a comrade. That's what you're telling me. That's why.
Yeah, because people get confused and think that Mikasa is like some. I've heard of being called like all these sorts of things like goddess did nothing wrong, yada yada yada. That scene is to show people that Mikasa absolutely is very dark in some instances, and that's a great way of showing that. And of course, there's a whole, Luis is a mirror to Mikasa because how she's with Eren, that whole thing. It's a great scene. It's an absolutely great scene. And I'm not one of these defenders who's going to go and say, "Oh, Mikasa's a very moral, awesome person." No, she's not. She was never that, and that's never what she purported to be. And Isayama is trying to show it to the audience in a billion different ways.
But she had decided to put the world, which is people she doesn't know, over parody, which is people that she does know. She had decided that before she went to go kill Eren. Before she even got on the island, she had decided that.
No.
Yeah.
No. She was constantly putting Eren over the world many times.
Listen, I never said anything about Eren. I said she decided to put the world over the island. She decided that a long time ago because she was killing people on the island. She decided that before she left.
Yes. I understand that, but she's not. Yes. But it's about Eren.
So no, it's not about Eren because my point is, if she was willing to put the world, if she was willing to put the world over the island, we can agree she was willing to do that, right? Mm-hmm. She's willing to put the world over the island.
Sure.
Then why?
Yeah, but not Eren.
But why? Not Eren, right? But the world. Then why is she not able to show compassion to Luis? She's showing compassion to the world. Why is she not able to show compassion to Luis?
Speaking of showing compassion to the world, did she compassionately kill the Jaegers when she was showering in their blood? That was very good question.
So you're saying she killed the Jaegers for fun then?
I'm saying that she killed them. I'm saying that she doesn't like the rumbling.
Why did she kill the Jaegers? Obviously. Why did she kill the Jaegers?
Because she wants to stop the rumbling.
Why does she want to stop the rumbling?
But not.
Why does she want to stop the rumbling?
I'll tell you. Because it's obviously it's extremely evil.
Why is it evil?
She doesn't want to stop it at the.
You're not listening. You stop, bro. You're skipping. Why is it evil?
Because it kills people.
In order to care about people that you don't know being killed, what do you have to have? Compassion.
Morals.
Compassion. Morals,
I mean,
yes.
I mean, same,
Compassion.
same.
Compassion.
But
Compassion.
if she was,
You said she didn't
listen,
have
say if she
compassion
was,
until 138, Beluga?
I did not. I said she lacked. I
You
did
said
not
she
say.
had
Listen,
you said
insane.
she had basically none until 138. That's what you said.
I
But she had
no. I
enough.
said she was putting Aaron. I
She
said she
had
was putting
enough. She
Aaron.
had enough to put
Putting
everyone
Aaron.
she ever knew. She had to put the world, the people she doesn't know, over everyone she ever knew. She had enough compassion to do that. That's what you said. That's what happened, right? We both agree that. So if she had enough compassion
No,
to put people she doesn't
no,
know
no.
over the people that she does,
I'm
then how does she not have enough compassion to tell Luis, rest in peace?
Because listen, I'm saying she has a moral aversion to it. Not that she's compassionate, she's a moral aversion. And listen, just like that,
Morality is compassion. In order to have morality, you have to be
it's,
compassionate.
it's a bit different. It's a bit.
That's
Listen, listen,
you're
Saint.
just trying to wiggle your way out of this one, bro.
I'm not trying to go away. I'm not trying to go away out of this. Listen, was she being compassionate when she was showering their blood? Obviously not. And those were Luis's people.
But
That was
the reason why she did that,
Igris.
the reason why she did that was
I mean, a shower in their blood is completely unnecessary. There's no
the
tactical
reason why
reason to
she
shower.
killed. Well, that was in the anime, so let's be fair. In the manga, the reason why she killed the Jaegerist was because.
You see the anime isn't canon? Whoa, is she saying the anime isn't canon?
No, I'm not
I
saying
know
it
she
isn't
killed the Aegis, but
I'm
she
not
did
saying
it
it
in
isn't canon, but that wasn't Isayama's original vision. Let's go off his manga. I'm only going off
that was.
Isayama's
You see,
work.
I'm like, oh, it's well,
Nah,
okay.
look at
Well,
you, man. Look at you, Beluga. Are you using weak arguments like this, bro? Use the manga, nigga. What's wrong with using the manga?
you're the one
You're trying to jump to the
because
anime to because you know that they over exaggerated that scene. And I don't do that. Even I don't do that because I don't blame Isayama for the manga doing dumb shit every now. I mean, for the anime doing dumb shit every now and again. That's not his fault. He didn't direct that scene.
Look at the
He's trying to
he
escape
reviews
the
the
point.
storyboards.
Literally, he's trying to escape the
No,
fucking
no,
point, bro.
Saint. He reviews the storyboards. This is a known fact. He reviews the storyboards, and he said multiple times in interviews that the anime is a more polished version of the story. So I'm not having that. That the anime is canon. She absolutely did that, and she had no reason to do that.
All right, well, fine. Fuck the anime. I'm talking about in the manga, which is what I'm talking about is in the manga. I don't care about the anime. I'm talking about in the manga. So let's pretend like this debate happened when 139 first dropped. So in the manga, because you still believe that 139 is good without the anime, right?
Well,
right?
I'm good.
You said it was good.
Well,
you said 139. You think it's a well written and not so bad ending with flaws. You think it's good though?
Yes, I would say.
Okay, then. So without the anime, you still think that. So again, in the manga, she did not do that. So in the manga, she only killed them because they were getting in the way of her saving the rest of the world. Again, her showing compassion. She was doing that to show. She was showing compassion to the outside world, people she never fucking knew a day in her fucking everlasting life, for people she knew her whole life. She was willing to kill people personally that she knew her whole life to protect niggas she never met. But when it comes to Luis, she cannot say R.I.P.
Listen. As I said, she has a moral aversion to it. Not that she's compassionate. Look, Saint. Williams, that's fine. Listen, stop interrupting me. Let me talk. In the manga, we even see what real compassion looks like with Connie. That's what. Why are you laughing?
That's not what real compassion looks like. That's not what real compassion looks like
at
all.
I mean, obviously. Oh, sorry, my bad. More compassion. Obviously, he's less compassionate than the other Jaegers, but what more of a compassionate aspect looks like? Mikasa had absolutely zero problem killing people that she worked with and helped save their lives. She had zero problem with it, whereas we see sort of tenderness from Connie. So she has, again, juxtaposing Connie's reaction and Armin's reaction to first killing people, and Armin's reaction getting the Colossal to Mikasa. She's obviously very cold about it. Obviously. And the Luis thing is just showing it more clearly because people didn't get the memo beforehand.
But she isn't cold when it comes to helping people she never fucking met. Didn't you just say, I only have so much compassion in my heart? Now she has enough compassion in her heart for the whole world.
I'm saying she's not motivated by compassion. She's motivated by moral aversion.
Moral inversion. Do you understand that her morality is based on compassion for her fellow man? That's what the morality is based off of. There's nothing else that the morality could possibly be based off of. Morality is based on compassion. That's how you define morality.
No. Oh no, it could be based off of principle. I see she doesn't agree
Principle,
in
which is
principle
another
with
word
her-
for morality, which is based on your compassion
saying-
for your fellow
listen.
man. Your level of morality is directly connected to your compassion. And she should have a higher level of morality than to snatch a scarf from a dying girl if she's willing to kill everyone she ever knew for a fucking people she never met. That's high level of compassion, my nigga. And not only that, she was willing to die herself. No. Not even just people she didn't know. Even herself was willing to die. She was willing to die because she knew that if she helps stop Aaron, there's a chance that the world could come kill them. She knew that. And she was still down. She was willing to die herself to protect them niggas. But she can't say R.I.P. to Luis?
Listen,
R.I.P.
I'm saying
That's all I'm asking. R.I.P.
Listen, on principle, she doesn't agree with global genocide. You don't listen.
Why?
Listen, you don't obviously.
Why does she not agree?
I'm explaining to you. If, let's say, like Angola as an example, some random country. You don't know anyone in Angola. I don't know anyone in Angola. I don't have much compassion for people in Angola. But if they were to be genocided, obviously I would be like, that's not a good thing to do. It does not mean I have.
So you give your life. You give your life so that they wouldn't be.
Well, if a bunch of Angola has a bunch of people in it, so maybe I would
your
make
life. You give your life. Your life.
I
mean,
I'm not saying I would.
Okay, then. All right. So then, what are we talking about then? Because Mikasa was willing to do that. She was willing to give her life. And I'm asking again, why? This character that has no compassion, why is she willing to do that?
She lacks compassion, and
This
she said that out of her own.
Very low amount of compassion. This very character that has very low compassion. We both can agree on that. I agree with you that she has low compassion.
Saint, I'm explaining to you, Saint. Do you have a lot of compassion for people in Angola? Probably not.
Would you want? I have a lot of compassion for everyone who's innocent and have done nothing to me or anyone else that's innocent. Saint, I have a lot of compassion for all of them. I love everybody.
Saint, telling me if I were to take an axe to your mother versus an axe to a random Angolan, you're telling me you have the same amount of compassion.
Obviously, I'm going to care more about my mom. Obviously,
a little bit more, like 10 times more, or is it more like 100 or 1,000 times?
100 or 1,000 times more. Absolutely.
Exactly. So in that. My point is, your relative compassion for people in Angola is very small. But on principle, you don't want them to be genocided. It's the same thing for Mikasa.
But again, I will not sacrifice my life or anyone else that I know's life to stop it. I will not do that.
Yeah, well, Mikasa never said she's going to sacrifice her life.
She literally understands that if she stops the rumbling, that there is a chance that the world will retaliate. She understands that.
I don't. Armin. Well, listen. And Armin's saying that's not going to happen, and that they're going to be fine for the next 100 years.
Armin did not say that.
Look at 133. People have very different opinions about what's going to say parody, what's going to not say parody. Mikasa never said, "I'm going to sacrifice my life for the world." He never said that.
They believe that. They believe that there is a possibility that the world could retaliate if they stop the rumbling. They believe that. They believe that, which means that they are putting their lives at risk. They are doing that, and they are aware of that.
No, look at 133. Hold on a second.
Okay, fine. Let's just take that retaliation part out. They could die from Aaron. Aaron could kill them. The rumbling could kill them. They could die from the Jaegerists. They could die by the boat. They could die. This is possible. She's risking her life. There's no way around. She's risking her life to protect people she never fucking met. She's risking her life. To protect people she never fucking met. That's compassion. That's compassion. That's compassion.
Listen,
that's compassion. Risking your life to protect people you never met is compassion. I don't see how it's not.
Listen, I agree that there's some compassion involved.
There is compassion. All right then. And with Luis, she gave her zero.
You're gonna interrupt me. Listen. In the story, demonstrated, if what she said, she's obviously shown as a person who has a little amount or less
Yes,
amount than her counterpart.
I've already agreed with this. Why are you saying this again? I've already agreed
Okay.
with you here.
And the other thing is that obviously is after 112, which is the same thing I was talking about with Armin. She lacks the emotional fortitude because of what happened in 112. So it is very, very in character for her to not do that because of just her character, and she's lacking the emotional fortitude because of
If
what
she's
happened in
lacking the
112.
emotional fortitude for that, then why does she have the emotional fortitude to be willing to sacrifice her life for people she never fucking met? Why?
Same.
Yes.
It's she. Listen, I'm saying there's a different.
Hmm?
If her soul was like a brain, it would be a different part of her soul, so to speak. Okay, obviously the same
Now
mechanism.
you just head canoning shit, bro. I'm not
No,
trying to hear that.
I'm not.
I'm not trying to hear the head
No, no,
canon and shit and her
no,
parts of her
no. You're
soul.
making something that's
Why
no,
is
no, no. Listen,
Mikasa compassionate enough to risk her life for people she never met, but not to say R.I.P.
I,
to Luis? That's the question.
listen. Give me 30 seconds, and I'll reiterate it again. Okay, listen. As I've already explained, she does not have. She has less compassion and empathy than her counterparts. We see this out of her own mouth and what she does in the
I already
story.
agreed.
And on top of
No point to keep bringing this up. I already
that,
agreed.
okay. And on top of that, again, she does not. She's stopping the rumbling off of a moral principle,
And what
not
is
so
that
much
moral principle? What
compassion,
is
but
that
a
moral principle? What is it? What's the moral
genocide
principle?
is wrong. Hanji said genocide is wrong. That's Hanji said genocide is wrong.
So she's going off of what Hanji said. When did Mikasa believe this? When have we been shown that Mikasa believes
We
this?
didn't make us believe genocide was wrong. Is that what you're
Yes.
asking me?
Yes.
For her stopping the rumbling, I think that's pretty
No, before then.
self-explanatory. Or do it
Before. When did
before
Mikasa
what?
ever
Before she
show
stopped the
that she
rumbling?
thought rumbling was wrong? Before she joined to stop the rumbling, when did
Are you,
Mikasa
are you
ever show that the rum
asking?
that she thought genocide was wrong? When did she ever show that?
What a stupid question.
It's not a
Obviously,
stupid
she did
question I'm
not. No
asking you.
one did.
Huh?
It's are you? What are you trying?
Uh,
Are you trying to argue that Mikasa didn't care about genocide? What's the argument here?
My
Obviously, we know
argument, my
Mikasa.
argument, my argument is that Mikasa, as we have both agreed, is a character without compassion or with a low amount of compassion. Sorry, we've already agreed there that is what she is, a character with a low amount of compassion. Yet she was willing to risk her life for people she never knew, and you're trying to alter the word compassion in that regard to the word morality, which is dumb as hell because morality and compassion are one and the same in this instance. Because the reason why she has that morality is because of her compassion. That's the reason why she doesn't want to see these innocent people die. When she went to Marley and she was like, "Aaron, you killed children." It wasn't because of genocide. It was because she had compassion for those children. Did Aaron genocide those children?
Yeah. Well, I mean, later he did, but yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but right then, did he?
yeah. Listen,
No, he didn't. He didn't. Right then, he did not. So what was Mikasa saying? What was Mikasa saying then? Aaron, you killed these children. What does she mean by that?
I mean, obviously, everyone knows she's a soft spot for
Obviously,
children.
all
She was
right.
treated as a.
All right then. So she has.
I mean,
compassion.
what was this? Is this
so she
is
has
something
compassion.
that
So she has compassion for people. So we can prove. We keep. There you go. She has
for
compassion.
children? Is Louise a child? She was compassionate to Louise when she was a child, and then she's an adult now. She's not. I mean,
Beluga,
what's the problem?
Are you shitting me, dog? Are you actually
What do you mean?
shitting me? Like, are you actually shitting me? Whatever. She has compassion. She has compassion for children. Whatever. So there are children that she's willing to die for. Outside parody, she's willing to risk her life to make sure they take those children. Why is she able to? Why is she willing to sacrifice her life to protect children that she never met, but she cannot say R.I.P. to Luis?
Okay. Because A, she lacks compassion. B,
she doesn't lack compassion. We just went
112
over
happened.
that. We just went over that. She does not lack compassion. She
You
cares
said-
about other
you just
people.
said-
She has a low
you said
amount of
4
it. She
seconds
has a low
ago.
amount of it. She has a low amount of it. She doesn't lack
Okay,
it.
so she lacks it.
No, she has a low amount of it.
Okay, so what's the difference? Okay, distinction done.
You can have something and have a low amount of it. She has it. It's just a low amount.
I
She does have
see,
compassion.
I see what you're
She
saying.
mentioned civilians too.
I'm using
Yeah,
the
she
word
says, "Aaron, you killed civilians." Yeah, I had a feeling that she did mention that. Hold on, let me go read that chapter real quick because I think that really pretty much shuts down this argument altogether. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was just saying I was using the word lack differently. Yeah, okay. Listen, same. She has shown two consistent patterns from the beginning. A, she cares about children, specifically children. This is nothing that's controversial. Something that's very clear.
Okay. Specifically children. Okay, let's see.
Specifically, yes.
Okay, let's see.
Specifically,
we're about to find out. We're about to find out. Aaron,
I know she
you
mentioned.
have any idea what you've done? You killed civilians, even children. Why she mentioned the civilians? Yeah, I know she don't care about them.
Obviously, I didn't say she didn't care about civilians. I never
reported that she did not care specifically. You said she specifically has compassion for children, but she had compassion for the civilians too, which are adults.
Yeah.
Okay, so she has compassion for adults as well.
I never said she didn't care about civilians dying. I said the opposite.
So she has compassion for adults and children. Yes.
She does not want adults or children to be killed. Yes.
So she has compassion for adults and children. Yes.
Sure.
All right. Why did she not have compassion for Luis?
Because I'm just gonna keep repeating the point over and over again. I'm gonna say the same thing.
Go for it.
Because again, she has less compassion to her counterparts. The same reason when she treated Berthold and Kristen that way.
Less, but not
zero.
Yeah,
less.
But not zero.
Yes, less.
Why does she have zero?
Obviously not. Obviously not zero. Obviously not zero. Of course not. Of course not. Less compassion to her counterparts.
She had zero for Luis.
I mean.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I got you.
Because
it's over, bro. It's over.
No.
It's Jova. It's Jova.
No. Over because you keep interrupting me. Listen. It's a combination of her character not having that much compassion, and again, yeah, of course, 112. Would you listen? It'd be ridiculous to assume that she would act in the same way or act herself after what happened in 112. Obviously, her behavior is going to be different after Aaron said he hated her.
But
it would be ridiculous to assume otherwise. Obviously, her behavior is going to be different.
But even after Aaron said that, she was still willing to die in order to save people she never met.
Yes.
Even after that. So if she was able to do that, then she should be able to tell Luis.
I completely disagree.
How?
I would disagree.
This is insane. This is insane.
You're
saying that you understand that how even after Aaron said that he hated her, she has enough emotional and moral compass in order to decide to sacrifice her life to save those people that she never met, but she does not have enough to tell a dying woman who she disagrees with that
compass. Fortitude.
Rest in peace.
I said emotional fortitude, not emotional compass. Maybe she knew what she was doing was wrong. I don't know.
She did.
I don't know if she knew what she was doing wrong or not.
Nah, she did.
But she didn't have the emotional fortitude.
She thought it was goated. She said, "Fuck this bitch." She took my scarf.
I don't believe that she thought it was a good thing.
Well, I again, this is one of those things where I'll let the audience decide. I'm pretty sure I very much shit on your points, but it's fine. It is what it is. If you have any more things to say about it, but we keep going in circles, so let's move on to something else. I'm done with Mikasa. That's my last point about Mikasa. I want to get into Armin bitch ass now.
Yeah. Oh no, Armin. Okay, it's gonna be interesting. Go ahead.
So can you explain to me?
Armin.
Can you explain to me why Armin said, those who are not willing to sacrifice their humanity cannot achieve anything. Annie can do it. You have to do it too. Remember when Armin said that?
Oh, I do.
Why is it then when Aaron takes what he said, puts it into his life, and then acts on it, is Aaron then wrong to Armin?
Oh, yeah, great question. Because he's going overboard. Because see, when he invaded Liberia, let me talk. When he invaded Liberia, obviously. Okay. when he invaded Liberia, obviously that was him abandoning his humanity and doing evil things. And Armin had nothing to say about it because in his mind it was necessary for Parody to be saved.
That's not true.
But so
That's not true. He did have
when
something
it's
to
not
say
true.
about it. He did have something to say about
When
it.
did
He said it's an Annie.
Yeah, he said it was. Yeah, exactly. My point is exactly. He knew it was evil, but he didn't try to say, "Oh,
No, he did. He said he doesn't even know who Aaron is. He said he don't even know who Aaron is anymore. That's what he said.
But he helped him do it. He didn't help him do the rumbling. He helped him invade Liberia, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. Well, I'm going to get into that
so
too.
He went
go
along.
ahead.
Okay, so he went along with it because that's you're right. It's what he believed in, abandoning your humanity. The rumbling was to him it was too far. It was completely overkill. It was unnecessary cruelty.
Right.
Whereas other cruelty,
it wasn't unnecessary. He understood why Aaron wanted to do it, but he just disagreed with it. But what I'm saying is, so basically what you're saying is, if you tell someone abandon your humanity, you have to do it, or you won't be able to achieve anything, and then they do that, and you say, "Nah, you did it too much now." Then you think that makes sense?
He did do that. Saint, he did do that in Liberia, didn't he? And Armin happily helped him.
He went along and helped him. He did not happily help.
So
he did not happily help.
You know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean, because he did not happily help him. He had no choice, but he did have a choice. But he chose to kill innocent people in order to save his own ass. That's what he chose to do.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. So
which is hypocritical.
So Armin obviously still believes. What do you mean hypocritical? What's hypocritical?
Is it not hypocritical that Armin decided to kill innocent people to save his own ass, but he condemns Aaron for doing the same thing? Is that not hypocritical?
No. Oh, okay. No, I see what you're saying. But the distinction Armin is making is the rumbling, and you and I may disagree, but the rumbling is unnecessary, whereas Liberio, the 50-year plan,
it was unnecessary. Attacking Liberio was unnecessary. The scouts did not want to attack Liberio. Aaron forced them to. It was not necessary. Armin did not agree with it. He just had no choice because he had to save Aaron to save his own ass. If Aaron had not done that, they would not have attacked. They would have just got Zeke.
No, I agree with you, but I'm saying. Okay. No, yes, I agree with you, but what I'm saying is that he could see the strategic value because Yelena was explaining it to them. You can see the strategic value in going after Liberio. He could not see the strategic value.
Yes, he could.
Going after and doing it.
He could.
No, he didn't.
See the strategic value. Yes, he could. He just disagreed with it. He could see it. He just disagreed with it. He saw Aaron's reasoning. He just disagreed.
So, okay.
So don't say he couldn't see it. He saw it. He just disagreed.
There you go.
Okay, he disagreed. All right. But okay. My point is that seems a little bit strange to me, that you can tell someone to give up their humanity, and then when they do it, they've done it too much. But whatever, fine.
Stop. Mm-hmm. Because we're being dishonest here. Because he was okay with quote unquote. He was okay with it. Quote unquote.
Okay with
him doing.
He was not okay with Libero. He was not.
Yes, but he still helped.
He still helped because he had no choice but to save his own ass.
Yeah.
But he would not have done it. He would not have done it, and he did not agree with it. That's a fact.
Saint. He could have done whatever he wanted to do. He could have let Aaron get captured. He could have started doing it.
But he wanted to save his own ass.
Not only did he
wanted to save his own ass.
Not only did he participate, he also helped. He did not help with the rumbling, and he condemned entirely.
He wanted to save his own ass. I just said it like 10 times. He wanted to save his own ass.
I understand it, but doesn't the rumbling help him? Doesn't the rumbling help quote unquote save him?
Yes, exactly.
The rumbling
That's why I'm saying he's a hypocrite.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying he's a hypocrite.
Not a hypocrite.
He is.
I understand why you.
He killed innocent people to save his own ass when it came to Libero. That's a fact. But now, when Aaron is killing innocent people to save his own ass, he's saying that's wrong because these are more innocent people. You're morally wrong.
Yes,
you're more morally wrong than I am because there's a higher number of innocent people. But in terms of morality, they have done the same act. The same act. He killed innocent people. Armin killed innocent people to save his own ass. Now, it'd be cool if the story addressed that, but it didn't. Because Armin can't be seen as a bad guy. No, it
Of
didn't.
course, Armin's seen as the bad. Are you serious? Look at read 131. Listen.
What? What
Say.
about
First
131
off,
makes Armin the bad
killing
guy?
what? Okay, he's sitting. First off, who? Annie was the antagonist in the was one of the first antagonists, and he's sitting down with Annie, the antagonist of the story, saying he's worse than her. Obviously, he's being framed as an evil person. Obviously, he's being framed as the quote unquote bad guy. But listen, saying
Nigga,
killing
he only
people,
said he's
killing the
worse
city
than her
full.
because of what he did in Marley. That's why he
So
said
that
that.
okay, exactly. He is being framed as the bad guy. As I'm saying, is Annie not the bad guy? Of course, Annie's the bad guy. He's saying he's worse than the bad guy. That makes him the bad guy. And then we have 133 after that. So what are you saying? Of course, the story addresses that. But listen,
The story does
saying
not address the
killing the city.
hypocrisy.
Oh, it does. What do you mean it doesn't address the hypocrisy?
It does not address the hypocrisy that he is
I
killing
will get
people.
to
Okay,
that.
yeah, let's hear it.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, first off, killing a city full of people is completely different than committing global genocide.
But it's
Number
still
one.
on
Number
the same
two.
thing, morality wise. It's the same. That's like saying raping 1,000 bitches is different than raping one. You're still a rapist, nigga.
Okay, sure, but it's not the same thing because, as I said beforehand, Armin does not view the rumbling as a legitimate
Yeah, he does.
as a
He just
legitimate
disagree
use.
with it. He
No,
does. He
it's
just
not.
disagree with it. It doesn't matter. And then again, it doesn't matter what he views it as. The point of the rumbling is literally the same shit he did, but at a larger scale. But he did the same shit.
You're saying he's a hypocrite. You're saying he's a hypocrite. So I'm saying
Yes.
he's not being inconsistent. He's being consistent because he's saying that to abandon humanity to do X and Y thing. And when the rumbling, he sees a rumbling that's completely unnecessary. Obviously, he's not going to support
sees it as
unnecessarily.
necessary based on what Aaron wants. He sees it as necessary, and he understands why he's doing it. He sees it. Yes, he does.
He understands what Aaron's doing, but he thinks it's unnecessary. Why would Aaron participate in
He doesn't think it's unnecessary. He just would rather not kill all those innocent people. He would just rather not kill all those innocent people.
He absolutely. No. See, that's the problem because why was he the architect of the 50-year plan then? They were all there.
He wasn't. Armin wasn't the architect of that plan. That was Zeke's original plan. He just wanted to go with it. He was not the architect. He was not the architect.
My bad.
He just supported it.
Proponent.
That's it.
Look,
he just supported it.
I said
supported
it's fine.
He didn't have anything to do with it at all.
Listen, Saint. If you read, I think it's 123, 124. If you read 123, 124, it says clearly that Armin believes that it's more than enough. I'm trying to get the quote here. I'll just be just a second.
Yeah,
but
more than enough. Yes,
so,
he believed it was more than enough
okay.
in order. Hold on. He believed it was more than enough in order to stop the military. That was in Marley's or whoever the world military. He believed it was more than enough for that.
Yep.
Not to end the problem.
Yep. And why
for that? Not to end the problem forever. If Aaron destroyed the world's military, that doesn't mean that they're safe forever. That's why he was surprised, because he saw Aaron going beyond what was necessary to beat the world military, not to end their problems forever. That's not what was happening.
Saint. Why did he attack Liberio? He attacked Liberio because there was fucking ships there.
Aaron's ass.
Well, listen.
It would be hard for them to escape, but the ships could chase them. That's why. And he wanted to save Aaron's ass.
Specifically, he targeted military targets. He targeted its ships.
And next to them were children.
And so, listen, if you listen to my point, you'll see why I'm saying this. He targeted military assets. He says in 123 that it's more than enough to destroy military assets. He's not being inconsistent. He's only used his cruelty. Hold on a second. Yes, civilians can get involved in necessary military actions. Of course, civilians can get involved. But he only does actions to target military assets. There is no hypocrisy. It's completely consistent.
So he targeted military assets and knew that innocent people were going to die. Aaron is targeting his enemies in the outside world and knows that innocent people are going to die.
Yep.
Aaron is not targeting innocent people. Is Aaron targeting innocent people?
Yeah, what? Absolutely targeting innocent people.
No,
he's not targeting. He destroyed the military.
People. He's not targeting innocent people. You're full of shit now. He's not targeting innocent people. Innocent people just happen to get in the way.
Are you joking?
No, I'm dead ass serious. He is not targeting innocent people. Do you know what the word target means?
No.
His goal is not the innocent people. The innocent people are the bystanders of the product, just like with Armin. It's the same thing.
No. Aaron was trying to eliminate the world population. He was absolutely trying to target innocent people. The rumbling was meant as a form of homicide.
You're going into that logic now. Damn, my internet went out. What the fuck?
What logic? The rumbling. This is the first time I've heard that. This is the first time I've heard someone say that the
so
rumbling.
You're going into the logic that Aaron wanted to just kill people. He wasn't trying to kill his enemies.
I'm not debating. I'm not debating Jaegerberg right now.
I'm asking.
No, we're not debating Jaegerberg.
I'm asking.
I am not saying that. What I'm saying, I am not saying that. What I'm saying is the rumbling was designed to kill innocent people. That's a fact. This is the first time I've ever heard someone say otherwise.
I didn't say what it was designed for. I said targeted. What was Aaron's goal in using the rumbling? What was Aaron's goal in using the rumbling?
His goal was to protect his people by killing innocent people. Remember
his goal was to protect his
the
people by killing his enemies.
Okay.
Damn it, man.
Yes, but he was not targeting military assets. He was targeting the population of the world. That was the whole point.
He was not targeting military assets. I never said that. But I'm saying he did not target innocent people. The innocent people were a byproduct because the rumbling is all or nothing in what he was doing. They were a byproduct, not a target.
Same. This is same. You're telling me if every single innocent person was gathered into a room, or a country, let's say Angola again. If all innocent people were gathered in Angola, you're saying Aaron would just rumble empty Earth and then just skip over Angola? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
If he could choose that, absolutely.
No.
Yeah, no.
The rumbling was to deplete the global population. That was the goal.
No, the rumbling was to destroy the enemies. That was the goal.
What enemies?
The people in the world who were agreeing with the logic that Paradisians have to be destroyed, which is a lot of people, granted. Okay, but they're not innocent because they want genocide too. They want genocide too, so they're not innocent. Okay. Yeah, they're not innocent. When I say innocent, when I say innocent, I mean people. Okay, all right. Well, let's define innocent then. Let's define innocent. When I say innocent, I say people who don't care or maybe even don't want Parody to be killed. That's what I mean by innocent. Either impartial or don't want it. If you want niggas to be genocided, then you are not innocent, nigga.
That's fine. I'm saying Aaron was not. Is it true to say Aaron was not attacking? Aaron's target was beyond military assets.
Military assets, absolutely.
Okay, so he's okay. There's
for sure.
Okay, I know. Okay, great. So that's the distinction with Armin.
How?
You go after military assets and you kill. I'm explaining to you. You go after military assets and you kill innocent people. That is you're banning humanity. You go after innocent people because of wrong things or whatever. Or if you go after non-military assets, then if you're targeting non-military assets, that's where you cross the line. That's where it becomes necessary. And I have it right here. He believes it's unnecessary. So he has zero contradictions. He has zero hypocrisy.
He believes it's unnecessary to have that many Titans in order to attack the military that is the world's military. That's what he believed. He believed that was unnecessary, which is true. Which is true. But Aaron was not targeting that. That was not Aaron's goal. So that conversation is irrelevant. The thing that makes him a hypocrite is because he was willing to kill innocent people in order to achieve his goal of destroying the military people, which it wasn't just assets, it was people on those boats too. So he was targeting his enemies on the boats, killing them. In order to do that, he had to kill innocent people. Aaron is targeting his enemies, and in order to do that, he has to kill innocent people. It's the same thing. It's the same.
Listen.
It's the same, but Aaron is at a larger scale. That's it.
Nope. Saint, I'm giving you the distinction Armin's making. Armin targets military assets. He blew up he didn't just blow up the city.
You're dead ass not listening to me. You're dead ass not listening. You're dead ass not listening. I don't know. I'm not about to keep repeating this, going in this loop over and over, Beluga. You said it's military assets. I understand that you think that it's military assets. I get that. But as far as Armin is concerned, the ends justified the means there. He was willing to kill innocent people to kill those assets. He was willing to kill innocent people to kill those assets. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Saint.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Military
Aaron was willing to
assets.
kill innocent people to kill his enemies. Yes or no?
Again, you just changed the goalpost.
I didn't change
His
the
enemies,
goalpost.
not military assets.
It doesn't matter if it's military
Whoa,
assets,
no.
enemies. It doesn't matter. The goal is that
It
the
does
point is
for
that the point is
Armin.
that
It
he's
does for Armin.
the point is that he's
Oh,
killing
Armin.
innocent people. I don't give a fuck about what Armin thinks. He's a hypocrite. He's killing innocent people to achieve his goal.
Listen, we're calling Armin a hypocrite. So Armin did not break any of his own rules or code. Armin kills innocent
Hold on.
people
I got another
as
donation. Hold on. Oh my god. Sorry about that. Thank you, Mozzie, for the donation. Wait, go ahead. What did you say, bro?
in Armin's mind, it is permissible to kill innocent people as a byproduct of destroying military assets.
But not as a byproduct of destroying your enemies.
Aaron
but not as a byproduct of destroying your enemies. That's what you're saying. It's okay if it's military assets, but not your enemies. Full of shit, bullshit, logic. No point in talking no more. We've proved that he's a hypocrite. That's fine. I'm sure the audience will agree with me there. I don't even want to go no further. You got it, bro. You got it. All right. Armin's a hypocrite. Boom. Next. Ymir.
Oh shit. Okay. Ooh, what about Ymir?
Ymir is a poorly written character. In every way, shape, or form. She's the worst written character in Attack on Titan. You could agree?
I could agree with that.
All right, cool. Well, there we go.
I mean,
if the character that started the entirety of Attack on Titan, all the problems are based around her, and she is poorly written, what does that mean about the ending?
Well, I think she's the poorest written character in the show, but I think that her character makes sense
in general. She is poorly written in general, not just the most worst written in the show. She is poorly written at all. Like period. She's poorly written.
Poorly written. Mm-hmm. I'm saying we have different definitions of. We may have different definitions of what poorly written. So when you say poorly written, I don't know what you mean by that. I can have.
All right, sure. I'll prove it while she's poorly written. I asked you a question that you can't answer. It's no problem.
What question? What question?
Let's see. I got plenty of them. I'm trying to think of which one I want to go with first. It's like a kid at the candy store. What? What made her disobey Zeke?
The same thing that made her disobey the king with the pigs.
What do you mean, kings with the pigs?
She disobeyed the king with the pigs.
Oh, okay.
She freed the pigs.
By freeing the pigs. Okay. So again, what made her do that? What was it? What's the same thing? What made her do that? What made her do that though?
Well, I mean, obviously she wanted freedom, and so she disobeyed twice, and then she relapsed.
She wanted freedom?
Yeah, she wanted to be free, and so she disobeyed twice, and then she relapsed.
No. So she wanted to be free. That's what you're saying?
Yep. That's what I'm saying. That's why her.
Then why did she serve the king?
Because she relapsed. Because she relapsed.
Why did she relapse?
Why do people generally relapse? It's a character flaw, and people are weak.
So basically, you're saying that no character in the history of time could be poorly written because you could just say they relapsed.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, for example, like why obviously we know why
the writer tells you why they relapsed, then you can't say that.
Oh no, that's fine. I could totally get with you on that. Like obviously it needs to be explained more. But from what we see, I mean, obviously.
So you just believe she relapsed, but you don't know.
But I
see why that's a problem.
Believe she. I do think it's a problem that we're not shown more of her character. I'll be the first one to admit that.
So she's poorly written.
I mean, she is the poorest written in the show.
She is poorly written in general. She's just a poorly written character in general, not just the show. She's poorly written.
I think her. I mean, I think her character it served her purpose, and she did what she needed to do for the story. So,
but she was poorly written. You can do all that and still be poorly written.
Aspects of her are poorly written. There we go.
Pretty much everything about her from start to finish is poorly written. This doesn't make sense.
You have to fill a lot of. You have to fill a lot in, but you
You
can
have to fill
logically
in
fill a lot
everything
in.
with your, and that's called head canon. Filling in is head canon. It's head canon.
Yeah,
You
I
have no
mean,
proof.
well, I mean, listen, Saint. When Aaron was laughing at Sasha's death, we all know why he's laughing. That's
Because you
headcanon.
have no, because
To say
you
he's
have precedent. You have precedent to fill that in.
yeah,
You don't have
I agree.
precedent to fill in
I
Ymir. You have zero.
what thing don't you have precedent for?
Why
Yeah,
she
she's a plot device. Yeah,
relapsed.
exactly. Yeah.
Why she relapsed. Yeah, she's a plot device. Exactly. She's a poorly written character. She's just a plot
Sure,
device.
yeah.
She just did whatever he wanted her to do at any time. It didn't make sense at all. Every time she flip flopped so many fucking times in the series, it makes no fucking sense at all whatsoever. Her character makes zero sense at all, and she's poorly written. Period. Agree?
Parts of her are poorly written.
Almost
I'd say
everything is
parts of her
poorly
are poorly
written.
written.
Almost everything. Majority is poorly written. Agree?
I'll have to look back, but I mean, maybe,
you're
maybe
the
not.
chief ending defender. What do you mean? You can't defend this?
Oh, you're
Huh?
no, because I don't want to lie to people. I don't want to lie. I don't want to make.
Ymir's a major. Okay, well then you have to say the truth. Ymir's a major point of the Attack on Titan, of the ending of Attack on Titan. She's a major driving force of it, right or wrong, and she's poorly written. So what does that mean?
Of course. I mean, that means that means that there's room for improvement.
Wow. All right.
I mean, I don't know. I'm
So,
not get up here and start lying.
right. You're not gonna get up here and start lying. Okay, cool. I understand. Understandable. You can't even defend Ymir. That's all I need to hear. You know, I just want to be sure. I thought you were gonna try. I was ready. But if you don't even want to try it, if you say like, oh, she's pretty bad, then I'll accept that. That's cool. But what I say to the audience and to you. I don't want you to try if you don't believe it, bro. I don't want bullshit. You just said it.
No,
if
I'm
you
not.
really don't believe that she's
I'm not.
then why would you try then?
No, I'll say I could try, but I don't want to be dishonest. I want to,
Okay,
this
so
is
why
about, honest.
exactly. So how you really feel is that she's poorly written, and that's cool. That's fine. And
I
at
mean,
that point, you can like whatever you want, but I'm talking about writing.
I'm saying aspects of her are fine, and aspects of her need work.
What aspect is fine?
I mean, her framework, her archetype.
Like what? Oh, her archetype is the most basic thing of her, a slave to someone who she loves. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Too bad it made no sense in the execution at all whatsoever. At all, 0%.
It is unfortunate. It lacks, my thing is, if you were able to,
But that's
if
not
you were
really writing.
willing
That's just an
to,
idea.
yeah, I
It's
agree.
just a concept.
I agree.
Okay.
I mean, we were about to move on anyway, so I mean, yeah.
All right. So as long as you said that, then we good. But I have to ask the audience at that point, if a major character that is reliant on the ending of Attack on Titan and is the deciding factor on the final conclusion is poorly written, I don't know. I would argue that's pretty bad. But maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just a fucking hater, man. Maybe I'm just a fucking hater. Let's see. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? I think we pretty much got everything. I mean, the only character else to talk about is the man himself, Eren Yeager, who you believe is one of the best written characters of all time, right?
Absolutely.
Peculiar, including after he got retconned.
I mean, we already had our conversation about that.
Yeah, I had a conversation that Eren wasn't retconned. I just want to reiterate for the people who may have never heard your arguments before. Why was Eren not retconned, Beluga?
Well, I mean, so the first thing was the romance aspect, which I believe.
Let's skip the romance. Let's skip the romance because that's fine. Let's skip the romance.
Gladly. The Lelouch, you said he didn't like the Lelouch ending. He didn't want to do the Lelouch thing, and then he ended up doing it. And I disagree because he killed 80% of the planet and destroyed the military. And then when Armin asked if they were going to be safe, he said they don't have the ability to wage war. So obviously he decided to use peace through strength and bigger stick diplomacy rather than being
It's still Lelouch though, because he told them that they'd be seen as heroes for killing him, which is Lelouch's plan. They'd be seen as heroes for killing Zero. That's
that
Lelouch.
was, yeah, that was a bonus. What he again? If you go back to the
That part
book,
of it is
when
stupid.
Armin asked,
That's the Lelouch part that I'm talking about. Not the 80%. I'm
I
talking
mean,
about the Lelouch
listen,
part. We could talk about
listen,
80%.
Saint, he did it. He did it in public so that they could be seen as heroes, which I can understand why he wanted.
Who saw it? Other than the few Marleans there, who saw it?
Yeah,
there's 20%
few
of the world
Marleans
alive. There are
yeah.
millions of people. They didn't see it. They didn't see shit.
Yes, but
so they're just gonna trust the word.
Yes. Of Marleans?
Yeah.
Yes, they'll trust the word of Marleans. Why wouldn't they?
Why would they trust the word of Marleans? Why would you trust the word of anyone when you just watch your entire world, you watch your entire country get killed, but this one didn't get killed?
Because they were there. Hold on, Saint. If Aaron
who cares
just
if they were there, they could
Saint,
lie.
If Aaron announced, listen. If Aaron announced, to the world,
Eldians only.
Yes, and everyone else knew the rumbling was coming.
Only Eldians knew. Only Eldians knew.
That is ridiculous to say
it's
because
in
the Earth was literally
only Eldians knew.
Nope, it's a source material that he only told the Eldians, but everyone else knew.
No,
okay,
only Eldians knew. They were trying to tell them. They were trying to tell them we have to go. The rumbling's coming, and they were like, "Nigga, what are you talking about? Shut up, Eldian." That's what happened.
Yes, and then shortly thereafter, they believed
obviously
them
they believed because they fucking saw it. But I'm talking about before they saw it.
Yeah, exactly.
Before they before they saw the rumbling coming, they didn't believe the Eldians. Right, and they knew the rumbling was they knew it was happening and they knew it ended. Yes, but they don't know why. They don't know why.
Okay. And so we have eyewitnesses there. There's no reason not to be lying. This is a very
could be very much lying.
All right, but this.
They could say that. They could say that since Marley was basically untouched, they could say that you allied with Parody to rumble the rest of the world, so you'd be the technical marvel of the planet. Easy argument. That's a fair argument. That could happen. How is it dumb?
Ridiculous.
How is it ridiculous? How?
Because saying every historical event that hasn't been recorded has been taken from eyewitness testimony. So all the stuff that you believe that happened in history that you weren't there for,
that doesn't
guess
mean
what?
That doesn't mean that everyone on the whole planet believes it. No.
But generally, saying this is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
Listen, it's Saint. Every single historical event. Listen,
and some of them are fabricated, but again, and sometimes we learn how they were fabricated and we fix it later.
Yep,
that's happened in history, right? So therefore, we could be wrong, right?
Yep.
Okay,
so could be, but
what are you saying here?
Saint, I'm saying every event in history that was not recorded, that was taken by eyewitness testimony.
I understand that. But I understand what you're saying, bro. I understand your point.
So
but you're not understanding mine.
It's innate. I am understanding yours, but it's innate.
Is it possible that a salty nation that survived the rumbling, but was actually harmed by it, unlike Marley, could believe Marley allied with Parody in order to set the world back, the entire world back except for themselves? Could they possibly believe that? Yes or no? They could possibly believe it.
It's flat. That's just people believe the Earth is flat.
What? Okay, whatever. So it's possible. So it's possible. Again, so it's possible. Okay, fine. Whatever. So it's possible. So therefore, the Lelouch plan didn't work. If with Lelouch's plan, it was 100% guaranteed everybody in the world saw it happen live on television. There was no room for, did that happen? I don't know. There was no room for speculation. So that's the difference. That's the only difference. That's the difference. That's why Lelouch plans works and Aaron's is stupid. That's why. But there's more reasons than that. That's like the smallest one. There's so much more reasons why this plan is dumb as hell.
It's very nitpicky and very small.
It's very small, and it's fine. It's fine. I don't even care about that reason really. I'm just stating it as it could be, but
I think
that's why Aaron is dumb as hell. But
anytime you I don't think it's dumb to have multiple eyewitnesses witness an historical event. I don't think it's dumb.
I think it's dumb to believe that the whole world would agree with just because what Marley said. I do believe that's dumb.
He didn't think that.
They didn't agree. They didn't.
He said he destroy their military. That's
yeah, and the world will see them as heroes. He said the world, not Marley. The world. That's what he said.
Listen. Okay, I have 139. I don't see your stream. I don't know if you have 139 in front of you.
Go ahead. He said the world would. He said the world would see you as heroes, not Marley.
Listen, he wanted his friends to be honored. That was not his plan for peace. He wanted his friends to be honored. His plan for peace, quote unquote,
the reason why he wanted them to be honored would be so they could have a better negotiation standpoint. That's why he wanted them to be honored.
Sure,
seen as heroes.
It's an extra little bonus.
That's not an extra little bonus. That's the whole fucking reason why he did it, dude.
It is. Saints. If we read 139, what we see is Aaron trusts Armin's negotiation tactics. In 139, as he said, the world will stay with you, Armin. And then earlier before that, he says that the hold on, let me get that. He says that they will lose their capacity to equal 80% of humanity, and they will lose their capacity to wage war. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, as a little bonus, they'll be seen as heroes. Those were his two main things. He'll destroy the world and trust Armin's negotiation skills or diplomacy skills. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. It wasn't his friends being seen as heroes was an extra thing. It was not integral to his plan. That was an extra little bonus to help it out.
How do you know that?
How do I know that? Okay, great question. Because we have in 139, Aaron saying to Armin, the world will be saved by you. And before that, he says, I'll kill 80% of humanity and they'll lose their capacity to wage war. That's how I know that.
Just because he did that doesn't mean that he didn't want the world to see his friends as heroes. It was just a little extra thing. It could be both. Could be both, which is kind of what it was. It was both. Because his friends being seen as heroes is irrelevant. He could just end the rumbling and call it a day. But he wanted his friends to be heroes. He wanted his friends to stop him.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Even though he didn't know if they'd even be capable of doing so. How did he know that Flock would fuck up so bad? And how did he know that Falco would be able to turn into a flying titan? How do you know that?
That's a great question, and we have that answer
because he saw the future.
I mean, he saw it against his hands. We have in the text.
How is Aaron able to control birds?
How's Aaron? Funny enough, I was just having this debate with Kinda. I don't think he's able to control birds. I think it's just symbolic.
Well, a bird sent Armin into paths, so.
I don't think a bird sent. See, this is the thing. I don't think he sent. I don't think the bird sent Armin into paths.
It did.
Ridiculous. He sent Aaron brought Armin into paths, just like he brought everyone else in the world, every other Eldian in the world.
He just happened to do it at the time the bird arrived.
No, the bird was there by the author, so we can see that Aaron's doing it. It's called foreshadowing. And that's what the bird's there.
Okay, so then what's with the bird lifting the scarf then?
Oh, Aaron turned to a bird.
Oh, so he can't control birds.
How did he turn to a bird? I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
No,
so
I'm saying Aaron.
So dog shit then. That's dog shit, right?
I don't. What? No, I don't think it's dog shit. I mean, think about the Ghost of the Survey Corps and see the stuff like that. No one really and like what?
Yeah, Ghost of the Survey Corps.
Yeah,
is when Kanye and Sasha when they saw Sasha, that was dog shit too. But you could even somewhat explain that by saying that because the worm is dying and like the mist is dissipating of all Eldians, and so you could see like paths for a second. You could even kind of stretch that, but you can't stretch the bird.
That's a dog shit.
That is a dog shit explanation. Oh, sure. Listen. I'm fine with that. I'm trying to be non-biased. But I cannot find any non-biased explanation for the damn bird after he's dead. You cannot. It's no explanation for it.
Listen, Sam. I'm saying there's stuff in the story that is symbolic that's supposed to convey something. So we have there's obviously no mechanic.
And
it goes to the Survey Corps.
And that's fine.
There's no mechanic for how Aaron.
And I'm okay with symbolism, but Aaron lifting making a scarf is crazy. Aaron turned into a bird is not symbolism. That's a physical, tangible. That's not symbolism. That's physically tangible. He's a fucking bird, dude, and you can't explain how or why.
Levi physically, tangibly saw Sasha, and the Survey Corps, and Connie and John
can't prove
physically saw Sasha.
And that was dog shit. I just said that was dog shit. That's dog shit. That's dog shit.
Okay, I mean, you can say it's dog shit, but it's symbolism to show an aspect of the story. The bird didn't do anything plot important.
Anytime a story does something, they could pull anything out their ass as long as it's symbolism. It's fine.
No, no.
Okay,
It's a
then.
great question. No, here's why the bird is different, because the bird didn't do anything plot important. The bird didn't go over to Mikasa and say, "Hey, Mikasa, do this thing," and then it was important
Okay,
to
so
plot.
because it didn't do anything plot relevant, then it's not. Then it's fine.
Yes.
Even though it's still poorly written, it
Well,
doesn't
I don't think
detract from the plot. It is poorly written because you don't know how he did it.
it's not explained. It's not explained, but I
because
think
it's
fine.
inexplainable. It's inexplainable.
Yes, I agree.
So,
But there's
written.
more to a story. Would it? No, I don't think. No, it's not poorly written. It's not poorly written because there's more to the story than the mechanics. Because obviously, part of the story is the symbolism and the character development and the closure and all that stuff. So that was good for Aaron and Mikasa's conclusion. And obviously, the bird symbolic of freedom's been there from the beginning. So that's well written.
As long as it's symbolic, you don't care. As long as it's symbolic, you don't.
No,
care.
I'm saying I don't care. It would be better if it was explained. But to say it's poorly written, I feel like that's very unfair because this is a established motif and it closes
It's not
Mikasa
an
and Aaron's
established
character.
motif that Aaron is a bird. That's not established.
Saying that doing it the word
It would have been
motif
fine.
means-
It would have been fine. I've said this plenty of times. It would have been fine if the bird just came, landed next to her, looked at her, and then flew away. That would have been perfect. That would have been. I would have had no problem. That's a beautiful ending. I would have had no problem with that. No problem. Now it's symbolic.
Listen,
Now I don't have to ask dumbass questions like, how is this nigga a bird? You see?
I mean, you could say he reincarnated. Listen,
You said reincarnated. Oh my gosh. Did it again.
Listen.
All right. Hey, look, man. Look. Wait. I don't want to argue about the bird shit. I'm sorry. I should have brought it up. It's petty. It's dumb as hell, but it's petty. How do you feel about Mikasa kissing Aaron's decapitated skull? Do you think that was like a good idea?
I bought my colossal edition here that you don't have the camera, but I absolutely love being able to see this full print, large. It's amazing. It's a very beautiful, very sweet moment. It's amazing. And people are gonna say it's.
Hold on. You said you have a poster of the scene where
No. I have the colossal edition, so it's a very big, very bold print, very high quality, and I just love going to that scene. I wish I could show the camera right now.
So you
love going to that.
So you
that
love the scene where Mikasa kisses Aaron's decapitated skull. You think it's a great scene.
It's a great scene. Yes, it's an amazing scene.
Why?
It's an amazing scene. Yeah.
Why
is it amazing?
Yeah.
Because it shows that Mikasa killed him, but she still loved him as she was killing him. And that does multiple things. First, it frees Ymir, and it shows, gives her some sort of complexity, and it shows and I talked about this in my other video, but it shows that even when I know you don't think that he's evil, but most people agree that Aaron is a very, very evil person, and so to show that
Aaron is a bird,
to sort of humanize
Mikasa is a
evil
dog,
people like that, I think it's a good
Jean
message
is a
to
horse,
show. No matter how
horse,
awful
and
or
Reiner
evil
is a
you are,
letter,
it's still good to be unconditionally loved. And so to have Mikasa still love Aaron after such an evil, horrific thing.
She doesn't have to kiss him to prove that.
Sure, but there's no problem with him kissing him?
Because she just murdered him and his skull is decapitated and bloody.
So, I don't.
That's weird.
I mean, you think it's weird, but I mean,
do you think it's
this
normal
happens all the time?
This happens all the time when you chop someone's head off and kiss it. You think that's normal?
No, I think it's normal. I think it's normal when loved ones die and you don't see them die and you kiss their corpse.
But you just murdered him and cut his head off and it's bleeding. And you don't kiss, and usually they don't kiss him on the lips either. Even during funerals, I've never seen nobody kiss nobody on the fucking lips at a funeral. They kiss them on the cheek or the forehead, not the lips.
The difference.
What's the difference?
So wait, hold on. You're saying kissing someone on the cheek, kissing a corpse on the cheek is fine. Move a few inches, that's a massive problem.
Yes, that's the same thing. That's the same thing as kissing someone on the lips is a very different thing than kissing someone on the cheek or the forehead. That's a fact. If your mom kisses you on the cheek or the forehead, it's weird, but it's cool. But you kiss you on the lips, it's like, bro, that's kind of weird. What do you mean?
Oh, you don't kiss your parents on the I mean, look at Ray.
No.
I do it. Look at Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis does it. I mean,
That's weird, but it's one thing to do it
oh,
while they're. That's
you're
weird
saying it's
even
weird.
while they're
It's
alive.
also different.
But while they're dead and while their head is bloodied is weird, man.
You're saying it's weird. I'm saying it's a
So you
cultural
kiss your
difference. I
mom.
do it. Ray Lewis does it.
You kiss your mom on
I
the
kiss
lips.
my dad on the lips.
You kiss your dad on the lips.
I don't think. Yeah. So does Ray Lewis.
But you kiss your dad on the lips when he was. Sorry to say this, but at his funeral,
Yes.
you kiss him on the lips.
No, I mean no. I would
okay.
let his wife do that.
You think his wife? You think your mom would kiss? You think your mom would kiss your dad on the lips at the funeral?
I wouldn't say, "Oh, that's disgusting, mom." I'd be sweet. If she did that.
On the lips.
No, I'm not 10. Yes, it's a cultural thing. That's what I'm trying to explain. It,
I've
yes.
never seen a culture.
You're saying it's weird
on the lips after they're dead, bro. After they're dead, on the lips while they're alive, okay, fine. I'll accept that that's a cultural difference. But when they're dead, it's crazy, bro. I've never seen a culture. I don't know one culture that does that.
I mean, look at. I think I actually saw a tweet of a bunch of it's a common trope in Japanese literature to have that happen.
Is it? Because I've never seen it in
I
anything else other than Attack on Titan. I've never seen it before. I can't think of one Japanese anime.
I should have got the tweet, but yeah, I mean, let me see if I can try to find it.
Romeo and Juliet did it. Nigga, shut up. That was completely
Oh,
different. He kissed her to drink the poison.
I think Captain Delicious Pants actually has it. Let me see.
Japanese don't kiss the cavity of the head. What the fuck is he talking about?
It's a trope in literature.
Oh my god, man. All right. Let's see. I think I pretty much got everything that I wanted to say here, man. I think this is one of those where I'll let the audience decide. I'll let the audience decide on who's right, who's wrong. Maybe people will agree with you, but I don't know, man. To me, it sounded like most of the stuff you said was just reaching and defending things that really don't make any sense at all and don't add up at all, which is why so many people find this ending trash, because all these things not adding up clearly shows that they were just poor writing. I can't point to another piece of media other than maybe Game of Thrones that has this much things that do not add the fuck up. Like anything else. I've had bad endings and I'll be like, man, I don't like that this happened. But I've never seen so much dumb shit that I can sit here for hours and talk about it. And even you, as one of the biggest fans, can go, yeah, I don't know. I can't really explain that. Or you have to fill it in with your imagination, which I could imagine the same thing. You can do that for any story. That's what I always say. You can do that for any story, no matter how trash it is. You can always just say, well, this could happen, or this could happen, or that could happen. We'll see. Anybody can do that. But but it's the writer's job to make that interpretation be grounded in reality. For example, the Game of Thrones, one of the biggest interpretations before it was revealed was that Jon Snow was the son of Ned Stark's sister and all that shit, and some people argued that that's impossible, while some people argued that, well, it could be. And you could never say the people that said, well, it could be, were wrong, because they had enough logical reasoning to go on, even though the author hadn't confirmed it. That's how you do interpretation. If someone had said the outside world is people who are sending Titans over before the basement had got revealed, people would have had enough to go on to justify that logic, because they would have had Ymir's backstory, and they would have had Reiner, and they would have had Shifters, and they would have had the Vials. But now, at the end of Attack on Titan, you don't have any of this. All you have is how you feel. And that just goes to show that the writing is shit. Okay, yeah, sometimes. All right, I'm not gonna say always. Sometimes you do, but for a lot of these arguments, it's how you feel.
I would disagree. I think I have a lot of precedent for my arguments, but that's neither here nor there.
How Mikasa got back to parody? He already agreed that doesn't make sense. He just says it's a nitpick, but he already agreed it doesn't make sense.
Well, I didn't say. I think it's a massive nitpick.
Yeah, you said it's a nitpick, but you don't know how she got back, and it doesn't make sense how she got back. You said that.
I said, well, I don't think I remember saying. I don't know how she got back, but
how did she get back then? There's no logical explanation. There's no logical explanation for how she got back. We can agree on that, right?
I'm sure. what I wouldn't agree is I wouldn't say that it's impossible for her to get a parody. That's what I
But
don't
there's
agree
no
on.
logical
I think
explanation that we know of.
Sure,
All right, cool.
sure.
All right, cool. There we go.
That's
Boom. That's
it's a
all we need.
massive,
That's all we needed. That's it. That's what I said. That's what you agreed. Okay, cool. But
massive,
that's what he said.
giant.
It's a nitpick that he says, but it just goes to show that this nigga Isayama is lazy as hell. But all right. Well, appreciate you, man. It's been fucking how long? An hour? Yeah, 2 hours. God damn.
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours, man. Yeah, but I'm about to head out. I appreciate you for stopping by. It's been a great conversation with you, bro.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't wait to see the ending. It's gonna be beautiful to laugh at the AOE boys.
It's so fun. Dude, just make a bunch of bets. I've been making a bunch of bets now.
His friends
They
took
don't
over
want to
his
bet
dream
anymore
in the
now.
end.
They
Die
don't
with
want to
your
bet anymore
dreams.
now. I made
Dude.
a lot of bets
Real
before, but they
one.
don't want to
You
bet
know-
anymore now. They kind of scared now. I don't
I
blame
can.
them.
I got 2 people who are willing to bet. I got 2 people.
Oh, bring them through. I'll bet
2
anybody.
people.
I know they're not gonna pay, but I'll bet anybody. The only thing I want them to do is become mega fans of my manga. That's my bet.
I'll send them
Send
your
them
thing,
my
but
way. Send them my way.
There's still people coping to this day.
Oh, I
which
know.
is,
I know. There's
crazy
still people
to me.
coping. I know they're still coping, but it's like the denial cope where it's like, I believe, but deep down, you know, them niggas really don't believe. But it's fine, you know. Oh, on November 4th, I'm gonna have a good time. That's all I know. I'm gonna be in that Discord laughing my ass off.
100%. Oh no, but Bad Boy's going to be AOE. 18 pages of AOE.
Yeah, for sure. And then it's gonna give us a sneak preview of the movie. Of course.
Yeah, Requiem at Dawn.
All right, later, bro. Do you think we'll see Paradise get destroyed? No, I think it's gonna be in the end credits. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like the end credits. Oh, they play why under the tree. Like, come on, under the tree. It's a tree. He's under the tree. Literally under the tree. It's perfect. Imagine listening to Under the Tree, and then like slowly over time it becomes this, and then it's like under the tree. They're gonna eat that shit up. Attack on Titan is just a brilliant masterpiece. The tree. Did you hear the song? They're under the tree. The tree has returned, which shows that the cycle continues. This just brilliant writing. I can't wait. It's good. Oh my God. November 4th, please hurry up. Please hurry up November 4th. Please. Yes, this shit just get destroyed. No facts.
His friends took over his dream in the end. Die with your dreams.
Say the
Levi.
say the least.
Real
Yeah,
one.
very successful stream, I'm not gonna lie. Unless I get charged back. The tree is the central theme of Attack on Titan. Yeah, the tree was all... We didn't see it. From episode 1, the tree was there. How are we so blind? Did you guys know about the tree? Yggdrasil and Odin. He's Odin. Aaron's Odin. He's a bird. It makes perfect sense when you really think about it. Oh my God. Only 2 weeks and a few days. Let's go. All right, but yeah, I gotta go, guys. I'm about to go out for a bit.